Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Welcome back to another episode of the Matt Kohrs Show, where you're Matt, I'm Kohrs, and together we are the show. It is a beautiful Friday, May the 3rd, and when I say beautiful, I mean it's beautiful in our hearts. It's really not the nicest outside where I live right now, but hey, maybe it'll be a little bit nicer this weekend. Folks, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I hope you're having a good one. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you're ready for a phenomenal pre-weekend type of a day. And to help us celebrate, yes, it is official. Today is a payday Friday. Payday Friday, payday Friday, payday Friday. Today, we're going to have a little bit of a twist on it. One of you lucky viewers is guaranteed $250. One of you fast marble racing experts is guaranteed $250. If you want to take it in the form of Texas Roadhouse credit, I can make that happen. Or if you just want it in terms of digital money, I guess I can make that happen too, but it's less exciting. What is fun though, is everyone who enters, you're guaranteed at least $20. Obviously, the sponsor of today's stream is StreetBeat. Yes, I want you guys to sign up for it, but it's worth it because not only is it a phenomenal AI copilot generation trading brokerage, but when you do sign up with the code MATT, M-A-T-T, you're guaranteed at least $20, but potentially all the way up to $5,000. So simply by entering this, you're going to get $20. You might get up to $5,000. If you're a fast marble racer, you might get $250. There's really not much downside for you guys. So it is pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. So pinned to the top of chat right now is the link for StreetBeat. If you need to sign up for it, it's free to download. It's free to sign up. And then also on top of that, in the description of the video is the specific link if you want to enter on locals. There's going to be 5 competitors today. 3 of them will be from locals, 1 will be from YouTube, and 1 will be from Rumble. So we're going to have 5 marble racers, 3 selected from 3 selected from locals, 1 from YouTube, 1 from Rumble. If you want, you could try to enter in on all of those. Obviously, a YouTube chat rep, Rumble chat rep, and then also 3 from locals. So if you want to enter in right now in locals, that's what's in the description of the videos. The YouTube and the StreetBeat side, the YouTube and the Rumble side of things, that's going to happen a little bit more in real time. So the giveaway is going to be at 10:30 this morning, so in about 2 hours. So you have 2 hours to figure out your life of how to download StreetBeat. It's free. Set up your account. You got it. But we're giving away money. We're giving away $250. You might get up to $5,000 from StreetBeat, but you're guaranteed at least $20 from StreetBeat. So we're going to let it rip. We're going to let it rip. Now, we are starting today early. I do appreciate you guys on the final day of the trading week, really kicking off the month of May, getting up early and hanging out with me at the crack of freaking dawn. But it's an important one because we have an unemployment report coming out at 8:30 a.m., which is in about 6 minutes. So right now, the line in the sand is 3.8%. It's kind of crazy because, yes, we had an FOMC meeting. The fact that they didn't change the Fed fund rate, that's not surprising. What is surprising is the rate at which they're slowing down their balance sheet runoff, and they're also apparently buying treasuries again. So I want to talk about a little bit of the major macroeconomic backdrop. Then I want to talk about some recent earnings. We had the world's second biggest company, aka Apple, report last night, currently in pre-market trading. It's in the green. I want to talk about Coinbase. I want to talk about Block. I want to talk about DraftKings. I want to talk about the week coming ahead. I want to talk about my insane trades from yesterday. I want to talk about my feelings. I want to talk about how I did the stair stepper this morning. I want to talk about how often I cry in the shower. We have a lot to get into. A lot to get into. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And as I'm going through a little bit of this morning prep, sign up for the giveaway. And the major reason I need you to sign up, at least for the locals ones, is I need some sort of way to reach out to you. I need either your email, your Twitter, your Instagram, just some way, hey, if you're the winner, for me to be like, oh, congrats. Now, how do I give you the money? That type of a thing. But anyway, my mods and stuff will be posting all the links in the chat very commonly throughout the morning stream. So you'll figure it out. I hope you'll be able to figure it out. And if not, maybe you just don't deserve the $250. With that being said, let's rock. Dow futures jumped more than 300 points after Apple reports. Traders brace for April payroll data. The data will be coming out in 5 minutes. That's exactly why we're starting early this morning. So the SPY is currently up 0.4%. The Qs are currently up 0.6%. Apple closing out the day at 173, currently trading at 184, up 6.5%. Impressive move for Apple. And Coinbase is actually slightly in the red, down 5%. It also reported after the market closed yesterday. So, of course, we're going to be getting into that. Reminder right here, this is what it's going to look like. The Nightbot is posting this. It should be in both chats. If not, you can find it in the description of the video. But this is the locals post that I just emailed to everyone this morning. Check it out. All you have to do is come here, post your email and a screenshot of your StreetBeat account. That's how you can get entered. That's all you have to do. StreetBeat's free to download, free to sign up. Use the code Matt. That's how you can get $20 up to $5,000 from StreetBeat. And then I'm giving away an additional $250 to a particular winner. All you have to do, please don't have duplicate entries. My mods are looking at it. You're just making their life more of a pain in the ass. If they see duplicate entries, they're going to delete you completely, and then you'll have no shot of winning. So just do one entry. Just be realistic about it. Anyway, I just need your email or some way to contact you and a picture of your StreetBeat account. Easy peasy lemon squeezies. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So anyway, that's going to be happening at 10:30, but really what's first is at 8:30. Here's what to expect from the April jobs report on Friday. So a couple things going down this morning right here. Average hourly earnings, expectation 0.3%. Non-farm payroll, expectation 238. The unemployment rate, 3.8%. I do want to remind you that we have some PMI numbers coming out at 9:45 right here. And then we also have some non-manufacturing numbers as well coming out at 10. So there's a couple other things today right after, well, not right after, but basically right after market open. So we have some things, the important things are going down at 8:30. And then we have one thing at 9:45, a couple things at 10 a.m. And then there's not really much else going on today in terms of the macroeconomic situation. But obviously, we have a fun full day of just trading and chaos and all that stuff. So I want your thoughts on this one. Let me make sure I have this all ready. What are your thoughts on the markets? How's everyone feeling this morning? Are you feeling bullish or bearish for the reaction? I'm asking you for the market's reaction because I happen to know that there's a lot of people betting their Apex accounts on this, trying to get it approved. So are you bullish or bearish on the market's initial reaction? Remember the line in the end, sand is 3.8%. We're going to be finding it out. Depends on the news. That's what I'm saying. I'm literally asking you for how you think it's going to. No shit, Sherlock. Duh. Of course it depends. I'm asking you what you think it's going to do. Duh. Oh my. That's like saying, do you think the market is going to be bullish or bearish on the day? And you're saying, well, it depends if we go up or down. Yeah. No. I've figured that one out. No shit. It depends on the news. What else would it depend on, dude? All right. Anyway, we are going to be finding out soon.
Backbone of the strength of this economy. And
the line in the sand is 3.8%. That's the expectation. All right. Right now we are trading at 507. Let's see how this one goes.
Are down
30 seconds. We are 30 seconds out.
This is really very important. This is driving the consumer, which is 70% of the economy, and the economy is growing 2.5%-ish. And
Get
that
our boy
is good
Rick
for
on the
earnings,
screen.
and that's what I care about, because earnings are being revised higher, and we have seen a beat rate of 80% so far.
We know,
a beat rate of 80%.
Rick, we know that there's some people that just
5 seconds.
Think that
Four,
inflation comes
3,
down after unemployment
2,
goes up. So we're
1.
not going to see inflation come down until we get an uptick.
Up we go.
Unemployment. So there are people that probably would like
go.
A little bit cooler number, but this is you only got 10 seconds to respond. We might as well just wait now until we see what the number is. Right.
Yeah, I'm like Stephanie.
Bada bing, bada boom. Up 3 buckaroos and counting.
That's their concern. And
yes,
April
Rick.
Non-farm payrolls expanded much less than expected.
Congrats to the Bulls.
175,000.
Congrats to the Bulls.
We're looking for a number much closer to 250,000, and at least up to this point in the rearview mirror, 303,000. There are revisions, minus 22,000 for a 2-month span. Now, if we look at manufacturing, it went from 0 to 8,000. So there is some improvement. And by the way, that 303,000 last month went up
Whoa,
315,000, which means last month's 315,000 was the best since January of 23. Then we go to 175,000, which actually is the weakest since October of last year. Now, let's go to the unemployment rate. 3.9 moved up
coming
one
in
tick
higher.
from 3.8, 3.9. It
I'll
equals
explain
February.
why that's bullish.
And to find a higher level than that, you have to go to the 4% in January of 22. And to be fair, the 3.9% represents the 27th consecutive month under 4%. All right, now let's get to the average hourly earnings, shall we? Up 0.2, 1/10
Market's
less than expected.
Literally
it equals
$3.
February. To find a lower number, boy, you have to go back a long way. To find a 1/10 number, you have to go to February of 22. There's been several other 0.2% increases. Year over year, below 4%, 3.9%.
Total jobs, 175, much less than
June of
expected.
21. To find a lower one, boy, you go back to May of 21 when it was 2.3%. What a drop there, huh? Now, let's look at average hourly earnings. Average hourly earnings right now on a year-over-year basis. Average hourly hours. We just did the earnings. On the hours, 34.3. That's a downtick, but we've had a lot of 34.3s. It equals February. 34.2 was January. Then it moved back up a bit. So it has escalated from 34.2 in the beginning of the year, hovering at a level. Don't see that this one makes much difference. If we look at the labor force participation rate, it's hanging very steady here at 62.7. That was last month. That was this month, of course. And prior to that, if you wanted to find a higher level of participation, it would have been 62.8. That would have been in November of last year. And finally, the U6, the underemployment rate. Many people really pay close attention to this. 7.3 last month, and that was the highest going all the way back to November of 21. It moved even higher, 7.4, which also goes back to November 21 because at that point in time it was 7.7. Interest rates have dropped, which makes a lot of sense at this point. And as Stephanie talked about, I'll reiterate, listen, the Fed has its issues. Whether employment goes up or down doesn't necessarily mean inflation's going to follow. Powell, during his press conference, when he was talking about owner's equivalent rent, finally conceded that, hey, it's hard to get any GPS here because post-COVID, there's long lags we never counted on. And I think that is a good
bonds
sentence
popping,
to keep
Apple
in mind for
are
everything,
holding
because
its
these long
green.
lags
Gold
might lead to a
up.
spot that rhymes
Dollars
with
should be
pre-COVID,
going
but
down.
doesn't necessarily
Dollars
equal
vomiting.
pre-COVID.
Dude.
Joe, back to you.
We're setting up for a nice bullish Friday, team.
Steve, I'm not convinced.
We're setting up for a nice bullish
if it was
Friday.
Up 100,000 jobs over.
That's a look.
Consensus that you'd be up.
That was a
600 points on
look.
the Dow.
Did you guys catch that?
I think the market was looking for
a weaker number.
Yeah. Or hoping for.
Yes. And I think it's a good number, Joe. And I'll tell you why. Because what we want to do is come down to what is believed to be a more sustainable rate. In any other month, outside of this sort of crazy post-pandemic gyrations we've had, 175 would be a good number. It's also a good number in the sense that I think the Fed does want to see some weakening to a not weak number, and that's where we are.
Right.
It is interesting to look at what's happening in the economy.
Weakening to a not weak number.
That's a pretty good line, isn't it?
It is.
SPY
But let's say it was
ripping,
500. What do you think
Qs
we'd be doing if it
ripping,
was
dollar
500,000
vomiting,
jobs? If it was a big upside surprise,
Bitcoin
don't you think the market
popping.
would have been-
Everything's going
off.
bullish right now
Cuts are further down the road,
altogether. So
and that
on a
increases the
higher
sense of
than
mistake.
expected
Just very
unemployment
quickly, I'd love to hear
report,
more from the panel,
market
but what
ripping,
you had
bonds
is you had
ripping,
a
crypto
lot
ripping,
of
dollar dying.
strength in
That's
that area.
bullish.
We've had that strength,
Bullish.
which is, healthcare,
What a day to have payday
87,000 of the
Friday,
175.
folks.
We're in there, not big in leisure and hospitality. Saw a bunch in transportation and warehousing. Your airlines and railroads appear to be hiring some folks out there. And also retail trade up 20,000. Government, not a big addition. It had been something I'd been adding, but not seeing it there. I'm interested in the diffusion. I'll look at that while we're doing. But this is, if this is a number that stays, and you're right, Joe, we can worry about persistent gathering weakness in there.
Right.
But right now, this is a good number that feels sustainable.
We had deflation. I know it's down to 3% or whatever, but we had deflation.
We had inflation.
The inflation part of the stagflation.
This is not stag, though.
No, it's not stagnant.
No, the women are
just
invited.
right. I think it's
The women are
nice.
invited.
I think it's nice. I think it's nice. You think so too, Jason Furman? And then we'll get to Doug, and then back to Stephanie. I'm trying to do everything.
I miss
What do you
our
think, Jason?
evil character.
Look,
that
this looks
guy
to me like a
with like the
Goldilocks
gold tie
report.
that one
I'm not
time.
at all surprised about how happy the market is. You know, that job pace, that's still a very healthy pace of job growth. Plus, this is off of over 300,000 last month, so you're still averaging about 240,000 a month. I think one of the most important data points in this was average hourly earnings. That growth coming in lower than expected.
Yeah, came in
over
at
the last
0.2.
3 months, it's
Expectation
up
was
at a
0.3.
2.8% annual rate.
We
That
had
is a
175
very
jobs. They
different
thought
and much more
238.
inflation
Unemployment came in at
reassuring
3.9. They
picture
thought
than we got from the
3.8. There's
ECI,
still announcements at
earlier this
9:45
week.
and then
Now,
again
those
at 10
data are
a.m.
noisy. You don't want to take them too far. But after some of the concerns raised about wage growth and its inflationary impact earlier this week, I think the bottom line is this report is quite reassuring. And if we have 170,000 jobs a month for the rest of time, a 3.9% unemployment rate for the rest of time, and inflation comes down, you know, I think we'd all be thrilled out of our minds.
Doug, it's been a while. I haven't heard your comments on a lot of things, but I get, you know, we use Goldilocks a lot, but kind of not too hot, not too cold at 175.
Yeah, I'm with Jason. I think this is a good report from the perspective of the Fed. I mean, this is our first read on data in the second quarter, and the components of labor demand, hours, employment, average hourly earnings are all modestly down, which is what the Fed would like to see when it has restrictive policy in place. But it's by no means the labor market falling off a cliff. And we know from the weekly UI claims, as Stephanie mentioned, there's no evidence of recessionary conditions. So this is what
There's
they'd like.
no
They'd like to see
evidence of recessionary
evidence
conditions?
That monetary policy is slowing things down a little
I've
bit.
heard
but
dumb
without,
shit in my day,
creating,
but that might take
a
the
hard
cake.
landing. And so this is a good report from that perspective.
Yep. So, Stephanie, while you're here, what do you think of Apple?
Oh, well, it was better than feared. And I mean, there was like this pile-on of negativity over the last couple of quarters. You had so many downgrades. You had numbers coming down. So expectations were really, really low. But China was better than expected. Services was phenomenal, 14%. Gross margins in services, 74.3%.
Dollar dying, Bitcoin ripping,
I think
yields
you got
dying.
the bad news out of the way. The guidance was pretty decent. You got a $100 billion buyback, biggest in history. So I think that the setup going forward, this is 7% of the S&P 500, Joe, in terms of the weighting. So I think you're going to see a lot of chase in the next couple of weeks.
A couple quick points, Joe, on the what's happening.
Yeah,
yields. Rick is right to see the
not
Fed
holding
funds futures
4.5%
market is
the 10-year.
Glorified bond market. Is really
Double
what it is.
thumbs
It's
up.
just a precise thing.
Double thumbs up.
July, a little bit more back in play from where it was at 44% this morning. September, over 74%. It had been below 50% before the Fed meeting. Powell came in with a little more dovish commentary. The other thing is kind of picking up on what Doug was saying. One of the things I watch pretty closely is the duration of unemployment, and we're not seeing that go up. The average time that a person spends on the unemployment or being unemployed is down. Actually, week to week, it's 27 weeks and over the duration of employment. So people, there is churn going on in the market, but that's not creating long-term unemployment.
Yeah. You know, Rick, earnings are nice, jobs are nice, but, you know, traders, nothing they like more than the prospect. I mean, that we might get, they just mainline that easy. They do. They just mainline that easy money. It's like, if you had to ask them, I mean, the world. You used to say that an asteroid's going to hit remember this joke? An asteroid's going to hit the world tomorrow, but the markets rallied when they thought the Fed might cut. I mean, right?
Yeah, or flight to safety, Treasury yields will go down, right? But I'll tell you what, all joking aside, here's the issue I see. First of all, I can't believe Jason, considering his past, is happy about wages going down. You know, I would think that wages going up
Even
is a good
coins
thing.
now
And I would
bouncing.
think that
Coin
when I look at California, and I
pairing
know the
some of
state
these
doesn't
losses.
support it specifically, but it does
told you I like
generically,
Meta, bullish on
that
Meta.
When you go to the bottom of the food
Nvidia,
chain, the
bouncing
bottom
back.
of the wage food chain, and
Tesla's
you
up.
raise the minimum wage, it's going to
Netflix
trickle
is up.
through everything. Diesel fuel prices being high, it's going to trickle through everything. But here's my point. Look at pre-COVID wages year over year. I'll go backwards in time, okay? In February of 20, it was 3.0. In January, 3.1. In December 19, 3.0. You get the picture. Here we are celebrating it's under 4% at 3.9. And listen, when you minimum wage is at the bottom, so it's not going to necessarily boost these numbers, but it's going to put a floor under these numbers. So to celebrate this, I think A, is un-American, and B, I think that wages aren't going to necessarily cooperate in the same way because, once again, long and variable lags. Listen, I don't think we're going to get back down to pre-COVID levels, and that really is some of the same types of issues you have to think about when you think about sticky inflation.
All right, Jason.
Can I defend myself against the charge of being un-American? You know, what you care about are
You're a
real
commie.
wage gains.
If Rick said it, it's true.
No,
You care about how much wages are growing relative to inflation. And there's Goldilocks there, too. You see too high a wage number. That's just a signal you're going to get more inflation. That's not going to be good for anyone. Higher interest rates and the like. Wage growth of this type is sustainable. We could actually do a little bit higher than this and be sustainable. Get inflation back to target, have interest rates come down, because, by the way, people don't just care about wages, they care about how much they're paying on their mortgages. So, yeah, I don't want wage growth to be zero, but I don't want it to be a million either. And this whole report is heading us towards a sustainable place. Of course, it's one noisy data point on what has been a long and arduous process that we don't know how it'll end.
Now, Doug, I can either go to you or I can try to start something between Steve and Rick. So I better go to you. Because
I
can't believe
rather than me.
I mean, you were sitting here like shaking your head and.
Let Doug talk.
All right, go ahead.
So,
Doug.
here's the
Doug,
thing.
Go.
So,
We might still have
let's
time.
put
Rick.
aside. Let's put aside Jason's loyalties and just sort of look at the numbers. The wild card here is productivity. What happened in 2023 is you got this huge burst of productivity, and that cures a lot of ills and helps disinflation. It was concerning to see it moderate in the first quarter data, and this wage number will only make sense in retrospect when we see what's going on with the productivity numbers.
Well, I was going to say, Joe, talk about subsidized hamburgers.
Yeah.
I mean, the notion being
fake meat hamburgers or real hamburgers?
Subsidized hamburgers.
Okay.
When you have people working below the minimum, at a low minimum wage, and they then qualify for government assistance, you're subsidizing hamburgers.
I see.
I also have read some studies that suggest that the minimum wage, I think it was, I can't remember who, one of the Wall Street firms put out a piece that said that the minimum wage change in California would show up in decimal points in the national numbers. And
All right,
have a
this
very
is
big
getting
effect
to the point
on
where it's boring and they just have to keep talking to kill time. So, all right, what you really need to know is we just got the unemployment report at 8:30. Even though you're seeing a bunch of red in actual, it's green for the market. And right now, remember, the big concern is what in the world's happening with inflation, and unemployment going up is a sign that maybe inflation is not going up so much. So the fact that we came in slightly higher than expected, not so good for the economy, but it is suggestive that maybe we're getting a better handling on inflation, especially because the past couple of readings have been a little bit too high, a little bit too hot for comfort. So anyway, that's why even though they're red, we are currently in the green because it's all representative of potentially demand coming down. And that's exactly why we saw the SPY rip from 507 to 511, the Qs rip from 429.50 up to 434, Bitcoin popping from 59K up to over 60, and Apple is up even more after already being up because of its pretty quality earnings report. So as you could tell, we have a lot to get into. We have a lot to chit chat about. If you haven't already, don't forget to vote. IBRX up 7% from my call out 2 days ago. LFG, crush it, brother. Good stuff. Don't forget to vote on if you're bullish or bearish. If you're in the YouTube chat, if you're in the Rumble chat, I will be coming to you and asking you for your opinion momentarily. And in the meantime, as you guys are listening to me prep up for the day and whatnot, don't forget to sign up for the $250 giveaway that will be going down at 10:30 today. 10:30 today, we will be doing a giveaway. 3 people from locals, 1 from Rumble, 1 from YouTube. 5 people will be competing in a marbles race. The winner of that race will be getting the $250. But everyone who's signing up appropriately, as in signing up for a StreetBeat account right here, you're guaranteed at least $20 from StreetBeat, but potentially all the way up to $5,000. So no matter how you dice it up, this is a win-win-win for you guys. You get competition, chances at up to $250, up to $5,000, and then on top of that, StreetBeat is just like a legitimately good AI trading co-pilot platform that I think you're all going to enjoy. So if you're signing up on Locals, do not forget some sort of picture or proof that you have a StreetBeat account, whether it's the picture of the app on your phone, your account, you signing up, just anything that says, yeah, obviously I have a StreetBeat account. If you don't have a StreetBeat account and you end up being the winner, obviously you're not the winner then. We're going to check that you have it. So you might as well sign up. It's free to sign up. It's free to download. And in fact, you're actually going to get paid for it. So that's how $20 is guaranteed to all of you. It's all in the description of the video. If you want more info, you can figure it out. You're smart people. Traders pull forward first full Fed rate cut to November ahead of jobs. In real time, I think that's actually switching up a little bit right now. I was trying to load this. Obviously, for the June meeting, there's a 91% chance of no Fed fund rate. But after this report, I don't think it's updated yet. It might have. Maybe this was a bit higher. So I think the odds of a rate cut in July just increased by a smidge because of this higher than anticipated unemployment report, according to the CME watch tool. Wall Street is confused and divided over how many times the Fed will cut rates this year. Honestly, I think we could just stop confused and divided. That's like honestly just the story of my life. But this has been the hot economic story of the 2024 calendar year, because coming into the year, we thought there was going to be 6. And now we're saying, hey man, can you throw us a bone and give us like 1? And if we're really good, could you give us 2? So the story of the Fed and monetary policy and how we're handling things is vastly changing on a day-to-day basis. And in fact, it's so crazy that I want to put it in a little bit more context for you. So check this out. Apparently there's a new movie coming out called Finding Money Film. FindingMoneyFilm.com. Finding the Money is the name of the documentary. And to better, I guess, understand why it feels like sometimes our government doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to the money, the TLDR answer to that is because they don't know what they're doing when it comes to our money, your money, their money, everyone's money. If you think the people who are in power or in control for some reason are just more informed or more intelligent, have better resources, you're wrong. The scary thing is that they're as stupid and as uninformed as we are. And if you need proof of that, this is the proof of that.
The U.S. government can't go bankrupt.
This is Jared Bernstein, chair of the Council of Economic Advisors to the President of the United States, Mr. Joseph Biden. Right here, Jared Bernstein, chair of the Council of Economic Advisors. You need to burn that into your brain right now. This guy is the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors to the President of the United States. Keep that in mind when you're about to listen to this. Please keep it in mind.
The U.S. government can't go bankrupt because we can print our own money.
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are we borrowing in a currency that we print ourselves? I'm waiting for someone to stand up and say, why do we borrow our own currency in the first place?
Like you said, they print the dollar. So why does the government even borrow?
Well, again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money, and it definitely lends that money, which is why the government definitely prints money, and then it lends that money by selling bonds. Is that what they do? They sell bonds. Yeah, they sell bonds, right? Because they sell bonds and people buy the bonds and lend them the money. Yeah, so a lot of times, at least to my ear with MMT, the language and the concepts can be kind of unnecessarily confusing, but there is no question that the government prints money and then it uses that money to, yeah, I guess I can't really talk. I don't get it. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, because it's like the government clearly prints money. It does it all the time, and it clearly borrows. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this debt and deficit conversation. So I don't think there's anything confusing there.
I agree. Nothing confusing there whatsoever. That guy is not confused, and he fully has a grasp on everything that is happening in that particular discussion. Super, super happy to know that this gentleman is the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors to the President of the United States. So if you're ever wondering why we're in the situation that we're in, yeah, I don't know. I wish I had the answer for you. I wish I had a better explanation of what was going on in this world. But it's really difficult to find where this is just being dropped and where this is being lost and why people are getting confused, because it feels like the people at the helm of the ship really, really know what they're doing. It feels like we're just clearly in control. Another piece of information that shows that we know what we're doing, Nancy Pelosi, the best trader on Wall Street, who also happens to be an elected politician, is now getting the Medal of Freedom. So it just shows that if you're a good person doing good things, really serving your community and not abusing your position, you will get rewarded for it. That's why Nancy Pelosi is getting the Medal of Freedom, because she's a good person. And if you disagree with that at all, you're a racist. I just want that out there. If you don't think that this woman deserves the Medal of Freedom, as she is one of the most prolific political insider traders, literally known to man, if you think that that is somehow like not copacetic, it's because you're a racist. Biden awards Medal of Freedom to Nancy Pelosi. Sick. President Joe Biden will award the nation's highest honor to nearly 24 people today, Friday, including Nancy Pelosi. Pelosi led the House Democrats for 20 years and worked hand in hand with Biden to pass his top legislative efforts, including the bipartisan infrastructure law. You know what else she did? She also used her position to somehow magically, we're not really sure, historians haven't figured this one out, but she went from being worth nothing to now being worth $150 million. After a career in politics where her pay is not even $200K a year on average. So, yeah, I don't really know if we're going to be able to mathematically figure out how that one happened. Something about maybe investing in an underwear line. I think her husband was big into that. No one really knows. No one. And it's inappropriate for you to ask that question, because obviously as a civil servant serving the people of our nation, you should be worth $150 million that magically fell out of the air and no one really knows where it came from. But yeah, don't worry about that. On the flip side of things, we have the other guy that's leading one side of politics, delivering some pizza.
Real quick, Trump's just outside of a fire station after leaving court. He's got pizza for the guys. This is typical Trump. Let's poke in and see what he's up to right
He's playing right to his base.
And Joe Biden, he can walk up to a firehouse, a police station. He can walk into a boardroom, a bowling alley, or a bar and have a conversation with absolutely anybody. We don't have any audio on him right now, but apparently he's going inside to talk to these firefighters, which is, by the way, right outside the studio, folks. This is incredible. The fact that he leaves court, goes and campaigns with these people, and it goes in campaigns with ordinary people, not high-dollar fundraisers with Lizzo like Joe Biden did recently. Real quick, Trump's just...
Do you think this is pre-planned, or do you think this is just like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast idea that he gets? Like, do you think he's just sitting in court and he's like, all right, I got to campaign somehow. I need to get votes. Oh, it would be like pretty smart. Like, I should just go. I'll give him pizza. Obviously, I'm playing into this persona, the man of the people. Do you think like it's thought of just in his mind, or do you think it's like an overall team thing? Like, do you think that they have like team meetings and they're like, all right, we are going to go to the most popular cop unions, firefighter unions, like the classic blue collar things? Like, how big of planning do you think it is? Do you think it's like a random idea in his mind? He's like, I'm leaving the courtroom, I'm delivering pizza. Or do you think there's like a team, a building of PR, and like, oh, this is what we're leading into? I kind of want to know. I wanted to know the amount of like forethought that is going into it. And while we're thinking about that, we could give you an update on the college campus chaos is, I guess that's what we're calling this particular narrative, at least here in the Goonie community. This is what, episode 4 of the college campus chaos. Columbia says a third of arrests at Hamilton Hall were outsiders. I find this to be deeply, deeply concerning. I also find it deeply concerning of how these people who are going to elite universities apparently have nothing but stones in their brain, because day over day, they just prove how incredibly unintelligent and untethered to reality they actually are. Yeah, we need humanitarian aid. No, dude, you're in fucking New York. Just like walk 2 blocks and you can find 8 bodegas. But anyway, it is interesting. News reports started to come out that it actually seemed to not have that much to do with the school. Like, of course, it's happening at the school, and of course, there are students being involved in it. But a measurable percentage, a considerable percentage of people, they're just agitators. Like, you know how there's that vibe of that person who, I guess, Megyn Kelly would just say is ugly, that they seem to like just love protests, like whatever it is. It doesn't even matter what you're protesting. Like, that's their thing, as if they have nothing better to do with their life. It seems like that group somehow latched onto this whole college campus supporting Hamas, Palestine BS. And I think they're causing issues. Like, so I think a lot of the things that we're seeing between the administration of these colleges and the students, you could dissect it. And I think there's some right parts. I think there's some wrong parts. But it's definitely being made worse by these people who have nothing to do with the schools at all. Nothing to do with the schools. I see some people saying they were paid. Maybe they were paid. I've seen some reports about that. I don't know if it's been verified, so I'm hesitant to say it. There are suspicions that some of these people who have nothing to do with the schools and yet are protesting it are being paid. So it's a suspicion, but I don't think it's verified, and I think that's important to say. But anyway, here's a look at what happened after UCLA, which is kind of interesting because they're arguing for like the betterment of the planet, the betterment of their fellow man or woman. And this is what it looks like.
Police have gone through here and forced the pro-Palestinian demonstrators out.
Dude, imagine paying $50,000+ a year to go to this school. And now it's like actually just like a true dump by many definitions, an actual dump.
CHP tells me
sick.
100 people were taken
into
custody.
They did a great job. I bet people listen to them.
About 3 hours.
That's the kind of effort I would want to join.
What a mess.
Yep. No, this is sick. Now some other random dude's going to have to clean it up. Someone else's actual mess because these people are children. I think some children have their life more together than these like children stuck in, I guess, late teen, early 20 bodies. Like I honestly think that maybe some toddlers act a little bit better and understand you have to clean up after your mess instead of like leaving an area completely destroyed. It's crazy. But fortunately for us, some funny things did come out about this. Now, I was told to not watch this beforehand, so I promise you I didn't, but I was told to play this in this particular segment. So I guess this guy is like kind of trolling him, but let's see what he is. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet.
I was against censorship. When they try to take out explicit materials from kids' schools and stuff like that, then y'all are against censorship. But now when a student wants to record, suddenly you're wearing masks, you're wearing sunglasses, you're hiding your face.
Valid point.
You're trying to censor people's freedoms and rights. Like, man, y'all are a very confused group of people, man. Is this SJP giving y'all these rules, or is this FJP?
You're free to leave.
I am, because I'm a U.S. citizen, so I'm free to do anything I want. That's the cool thing about being a U.S. citizen. When you work hard and get into UCLA, see, I got my GED in prison. So that means less than 1% of us will ever get any college degree. I'm getting a college degree from UCLA, the #1 public university in the nation. So I'm free to go anywhere on this campus I want. You can hold up all your sweaters. Ooh, let's see what we can see under there. Uh-oh. Whoa. Let's go over here. Ooh. Booga, booga, booga. Booga, booga, booga.
So weird. These people.
Look at these losers.
Look at these losers.
Yeah, leave him alone. Don't waste your time. He's just a First Amendment auditor. He's not bothering you. Don't get triggered.
I think there's another one.
So the reason why I keep flipping it around and bringing up race when I'm around these protesters is because that's one of their trigger words. if I try to like think for myself around them, let's say I was to say like, oh man, I want to vote for Donald Trump in the next election, or bro, I'm gonna watch this Joe Rogan podcast or just anything, they'll always point out, oh no, you can't do that. That guy's racist. That guy's racist. So anything they disagree with, as white people, if they disagree with someone else, the other white person
because it's racist.
Is always racist. So they try to tell me.
I don't want to interrupt them or anything, but honestly, that's how I feel when the market goes against me or my particular positions. I feel like it's being racist, you know, like just food for thought. Like I know that's a hot take that maybe not many of you have like thought about it quite yet, but honestly, my point is can you disprove that? My contention, and this is, hey, let's just approach this with the scientific method. I feel like when the market goes against me in my position, it's being racist. And that's kind of my starting point, and you'd have to prove otherwise that it's not being racist, because it feels like it's being racist.
Since I'm black, I can't like that because I'm black and he's racist against black people. So I'm just flipping it around on them and telling them like, hey, you're stopping a black guy from moving around the campus. Like, you're always accusing other white people of being racist.
His TikTok is
they're always accusing white people on the right of being racist. So don't you feel like you're doing this pretty racist too? So I'm just flipping it around on them because that's their trigger word.
That's their trigger word. It is. Hang on. How do I? Nope. No. Oh, it was quote tweeted. Nope. Now I lost it. Now I freaking lost it. Could this day get any worse? Could it get worse? There was a quote tweet I wanted to read. Anyway, we've been talking a lot about Columbia, a lot about UCLA, and I want to make it explicitly clear. I'm not here to badmouth all of college, all of university. I think it actually serves in a very important purpose, depending on what college and university you go to, also depending on what you study. I think a lot of it is a complete scam. I think other aspects of it are actually quality. So I want to be fair and balanced and show you that it's not every single college campus that is somehow completely deranged. Obviously, you have some places handling the situation very, very differently. Classic Mississippi. Is this why the SEC has the best football league? Dude, imagine protesting and then a bunch of people come up and just start singing the national anthem. Anyway, just to show you that things are a little bit different. All right, I want to switch it up on you. And I guess before we switch it up on you, another very, very friendly reminder. We are doing a $250 giveaway today. It's going down at 10:30, which means you have an hour and a half to get your life figured out. You have less than 90 minutes to figure out how to get yourself entered into this $250 giveaway. It is free to enter. There are going to be 5 different contestants. 1 will come from Rumble, 1 will come from YouTube, 3 will come from locals, the way we normally do Payday Friday. Today's going to be a little bit different in the sense that technically you're all going to win. One person's going to get $250 from me. If you want it in cash, if you want it in Doge, if you want it in Texas Roadhouse, I can make it happen. But to be in this one, you have to be a member of StreetBeat, the AI trading co-pilot, the one that lets you mimic what our elected officials are doing. If you want to invest in exactly what our politicians are doing, that's exactly what StreetBeat allows you to do. So not only do I think it's cool, but it's free to sign up for that one. And when you do, you're guaranteed at least $20 from StreetBeat, all the way up to potentially $5,000. So just by going through this process, one of you guys are going to win $250. Everyone who signs up on StreetBeat is going to get at least 20, and then you have a chance of potentially getting all the way up to 5,000. So if you want to be involved in this, obviously here, if you're coming to it, it's in the description of the video. It's pinned to the top of chat, all that good stuff. All you have to do is come here, either give me your email, your Twitter, your Instagram, just a way I could reach out to you, and some form of proof that you're on StreetBeat, whether it's a picture of the app, whether it's a picture of you signed in your account, just anything, just some form of proof that you have StreetBeat. But anyway, good segue. Now we got to get up for the market because the market's going to open in about 25 minutes. Did I just write the song of the summer?
I'm looking for a man in finance with trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
All right, I got you.
I'm looking for a man in finance. 6'5", blue eyes. Trust fund. Finance. 6'5", blue eyes.
I think we could all be this guy in finance.
6'5", blue eyes.
Good. Kind of a bot. Just setting the vibes for the day. Just setting the vibes for the day. Christina, happy payday Friday. Give me my money. Cheeto, shout out Christina. I saw that you already entered. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Best of luck, folks. Don't forget to sign up. Don't forget to get going. Speaking of getting going, we're getting gone with some of these earnings. Apple, Coinbase, Block, DraftKings, Cloudflare all reported last night. Hershey Fubo TV reported this morning. So let's chit chat about it, because Apple, not only is it in the green because of the unemployment report, as in more green, it was already very much in the green because of its earnings. Apple's falling iPhone sales don't bother Wall Street so long as margins and buybacks are increasing. So just to give you a little bit of a skinny on the situation, where's Apple? Apple. Yesterday closed at 173. This morning trading at 185. The old rip gapper. That's what we got going on. Obviously, the market.
That's off the phone, I'm told. But the CFO.
The market very, very much liked what Apple had to say.
Just off the phone, I'm told. But the CFO of the company, what did he have to tell you, Emily?
Hey there, Romaine. Thanks. Obviously, very good point that a lot of the bad news was already priced in. Therefore, you're seeing that reaction in the stock and revenue beat, iPhone beat, but you are seeing some still significant declines across product categories. With the iPhone in particular, Luca Maestri told me one of the big difficulties here is a difficult comp, a $5 billion disruption that was due to some supply chain issues that led to some delayed sales, which means, again, the comparisons are a little more difficult. But
Apple
the headline from Mark Hall really was that he said, we expect to grow low single digits in the June quarter.
Crazy.
And they're going to be talking about that a little bit more on the call. So all the folks out there wondering, is Apple still a growth company? At least for the June quarter, Apple is predicting they will be.
Let's talk about China. Romaine was mentioning earlier, Greater China revenue in the second quarter, $16.37 billion, down about 8% from a year ago when analysts were looking for $15.87 billion. So that is a better than expected print for Greater China. But that region, that market for Apple has been a source of a lot of concern for investors. Did he give any color on what their prospects are in China?
Absolutely, Scarlett. You're looking at a $1.5 billion decline in China and APAC. Separately. In China specifically, he talked about that disruption. You're seeing some impacts there. But he said, we're actually happy with our results in China. Specifically, he said this is the most competitive smartphone market in the world, without a doubt. But we feel good about the results. He talked about Tim Cook being in China recently, the new store they opened in Shanghai, the level of enthusiasm for the brand being very strong. The fact that they had the top selling smartphones in the quarter. They set a record for upgraders. So he said the reality is very different from what you read at times.
So, Emily, I'm scouring right now through these press releases and presentations to get all those fat numbers that we're supposed to see off that Vision Pro headset. I don't know if you have one of these things here, but talk to me a little bit about the wearable strategy. I mean, I'm kind of being facetious. We know it did not quite take off as quickly as maybe they expected here, but are they standing by that strategy? What did Luca tell you?
I've tried the Vision Pro and I thought it was awesome, but I didn't buy one myself. So maybe that tells you something. The wearables category was weaker despite the launch of the Vision Pro and some of the mixed reports about Apple. The Vision Pro. We talked about that, and again, he said it's a tough
billions
comp.
of dollars.
He said that last year they released some new AirPods, some new watches. Those were very popular, but overall that they're still very excited about the category. It's grown a lot over the years. In fact, it's doubled in revenue over the last 5 years. So that launch compare was tough. And we also talked a bit about AI. Obviously, WWDC, their big developers conference is coming up. They're going to be talking a lot about AI there. He said they think it's a great opportunity. It has a lot of potential. It's where they're making significant investments. And this is going to be really important for Apple. Can they build in new features, better software that gets people really excited about upgrading, replacing, or even, coming over to iOS as a platform?
All right, so that's the breakdown on Apple. Another big company that reported, Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN. It actually went down, but as you can see right now, it kind of lost it. And then even this morning at 8, it was looking pretty brutal, but now officially going back into the green. So not much overall movement, but I hope it benefited you. This old razzle dazzle, the old boomerang. Coinbase reports first quarter revenue beat after Bitcoin rally leads to surge in profit. Once again, even though it beat, the first reaction was to the downside, but now with the market going up, so is coin. Block shares jump on better than expected first quarter results. I just want to bring that up because it is a big company, but I don't see many of you talking about Block. So we don't have to really do a deep dive into it. The other one that was reporting this morning, Fubo TV, I see once in a while people chatting about it. Yesterday gained 7%, up an additional 10% this morning. And then the other one, Hershey, the Hershey company, Hershey Chocolate, basically break even. So not doing too much movement there. All right, folks. So not only do we do the giveaway in Locals, but on Locals, that's also where you can sign up. It's free to sign up to get the newsletter. So Locals is the Goonie Community Center. That's where you get the newsletter. That's where we do the giveaways. That's how you get connected to the Discord. MattKohrs.locals.com. That is the Goonie Community Center. And if you want this into your email inbox every single weekend, I give you a 100% free newsletter where I break down what happened in the week, what I'm looking forward to in the upcoming week, and then I highlight all the major macroeconomic events. So for example, this is what is going down for the remainder of today. Looks like late this evening, we do have some Fed members speaking, 7:45 p.m. tonight and 8:15 as well. Later on, though, right after market open, we get the S&P Global Services PMI and also two different ISM readings. That comes out at 10 a.m. So there's three more reports in terms of the macroeconomic backdrop today, 9:45, and then two at 10 a.m. I give you all the earnings. Obviously, since it's Friday morning, we've already had them. But for next week, I'll be giving you the batch of ones that I think you care about. And then I highlight the ones that I specifically see most of you chit-chatting about. Arguably most valuable, most important is I give you the seasonality of each individual trading day for the S&P 500. So for example, Friday, May 3rd, this day favors the bulls ever so slightly. Over the past 25 years, it's pretty much a 50-50 split between the bulls and the bears, but when the bulls win, they win with greater size, and that's why the profit factor is above 1. And then if you look at the equity curve, this is the hypothetical equity curve that your account would have if you bought at open, sold at close on the S&P 500 futures market for this individual day over the past 25 years. Obviously, a slight trend to the downside, bottomed out about 6-7 years ago, and then started to go up. So basically, this hypothetical system trades once a year, and this is exactly what your equity curve would look like. And then I give you an update on Piper, which as of now is not having the best week. So just want to break that down. And just for the point of transparency, I also want to break down my Piper trades from yesterday. Piper, what was it? At 10:06 in the morning, suggested a call credit spread 505 by 506 and a Q credit spread 426 by 427. At the end of the day, the 505, one of these paid. The SPY one paid, the Q one didn't. So basically plus 2 units, but missed. Like it was a mixed bag. The SPY hit, it was a mixed result. The SPY signal hit, but the Q signal missed. So because it's an asymmetric like risk to reward, it ended up being a net loss on the day. But in terms of the signal is 50-50. I myself completely went on tilt and was trading and just doing dumb stuff over and over again. And I was down 4.6K. For those of you in the Discord, you knew that like I actually ended the day up. And the reason I ended the day up, even after having these horrible losses that amounted to a loss of 4.6K, which was more than 10% of my account. At the end of the day, I basically bet my entire account that we would conclude the day above. I bet basically my entire account that we would conclude the day above 5,060. So this horizontal line, I made the bet. Folks, I cannot express how insanely degenerate this is, and the Discord knows about it. So basically, we were going up, and I was like, uh-oh, my positions are getting blown out because I had sold call credit spreads. So I sold that we wouldn't be up here, and it was trending against me, so I got out, and that's where the loss came. Then we went up, and I was like, oh, okay, as we break. So right around 3-ish, maybe 2, like somewhere in here, that's when I said, okay, I'll bet on the bullish side. I'll bet that we're above 5,060. And I bet a lot of my account, pretty much all of my account, to make the money back. So for a bit there, I was thinking I was smart. I was thinking I was intelligent. I was thinking I really knew what was going on. And then 3:30 hit. And all of a sudden, what I perceived to be intellect and a quote unquote good bet, I started to sweat. And then it popped back. And I was like, oh, it's a fake out. We're going to be good. And then went down again. And it was at this point at 3:45 where it was nothing but fits of anger. It was just a feeling of despair, a soul-crushing trade where I'm just like, am I the dumbest? I was screaming. I was literally just yelling. And I At that moment, I also happened to be on customer service with a bank, just, which is the worst. Being on any form of customer service on a phone these days, it's already going to put you in a bad mood, even if you were in a good mood. I was in a particularly bad mood, and then I had to talk to customer service just by happenstance. Dude, I was going to blow a gasket. So then I was like, all right, whatever. I'm going to blow up my account, and I'm going to have to explain to Discord how I'm the dumbest fucking person ever. And then I just sat there. And I was like, I had this on my chart. I was like, I just need above 5,060. We came down. I'm screaming. This is when I'm talking. Right here, this drop, I remember it so distinctly. Exactly at 3:45, that's when the bank called me. And I was like, oh, I cannot do this right now. And then it quickly bounced back up. And I was like, oh, no, it's a fake out. It's a liquidity grab. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. And then it started drifting down. And I was like, dude, what is happening? And then my break even was 5,059. I needed the full profit. So here I was. I was like, what is going on? This is with not even 5 minutes left. Folks, I'm on the 15-second chart. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then right here, I was like, okay, we're around break even. As long as we don't dip, it's not going to be so bad. And then, of course, we dip. Folks, can you understand the situation I was in right here in real time? There is 90 seconds left in the day, and I'm about to experience like blowing out my entire account. I was sitting there with 90 seconds left, just like fever, like sitting there, my jaw, like I should have had a mouth guard in for what was going on. And then it popped. And I was like, okay. And then right here, when it got above it and I had a minute left, I cannot articulate how long this was the longest minute of my life. I don't know how many of you really study Einstein and the fact that time is relative, but folks, I was near a black hole far, far away because time definitely slowed down. Every single second felt like an eternity. And this was the longest minute of my life. Fortunately, it's not like it tested it much. That was 60 seconds. It wasn't like I was sweating, but I was just like, shut the market off. And then obviously I hit it and I got my full profit. And I took years off my life. Folks, I cannot articulate emotionally how draining that was. So I went to the movie theater and ate a large popcorn by myself and drank a Waterloo that I smuggled in. That's how I decompressed from the entire situation. Was it smart? No. Was it particularly stupid? 100%. Was it undisciplined? Without a doubt. Am I incredibly lucky I did not blow out my account? 100%. But folks, I'm a degenerate trader. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you think you're coming here for a person who's like well-versed in managing $1 billion portfolio on Wall Street, going for 10% a year and collecting bonus. No, that's not my life. Dude, I'm a degenerate through and through. If I grew up in Vegas, I'd probably be in the casino I don't know what to tell you. Like, if I don't know. Everything about this is stupid. I cannot articulate one redeeming thing because everything was incredibly poorly executed. My mental discipline was not there. I just got lucky. That's it. The only redeeming thing is Lady Luck, the goddess herself, Lady Luck, thought, wow, this kid has a fucking problem. We should maybe help him out this time. That's the only redeeming thing. The only redeeming thing is I think the cosmic entity above felt so incredibly bad for me that it's like, dude, yeah, like maybe we should help this kid out. That's the only thing I could think of. So anyway, that's a long way to say if you want to sign up for the Discord to learn from the biggest fucking degenerate ever, you could do so for free if you use the code Goonie. But more importantly, what's going down in locals today is the giveaway, the $250 giveaway. Obviously, what you need to do is there's going to be one person selected to compete from YouTube, one person selected to compete from Rumble, and 3 people selected to compete from locals. If you just want to do the YouTube or Rumble, we're going to do that later. We're going to select those people later. But if you want to be potentially one of the local selected people, you can sign up right now. So basically, one person's going to get $250. everyone who signs up appropriately, as in you just have to have a Street Beat account, like just sign up, it's free to sign up, it's free to download, you're going to get at least $20, but potentially up to $5,000. This is truly a win-win-win situation for you. And you might be thinking, Matt, it just sounds like you're trying to get people to sign up for Street Beat. No shit. But what's the downside? You're going to get money. It's not like I'm saying, hey, give me your social security, routing, and account number and just trust me with it. We're playing a fun game. No, this is called marketing. I'm trying to entice you to do something, but in reality, what I'm trying to get you to do, it makes you more money. So fucking yeah, sign up. I don't know, like, yes. This isn't some crazy psychological trick I'm trying to play. Yes, I want you to sign up. Just sign up. Yes, I want you to sign up because then it looks better for me. And then they want to potentially work with me more in the future if more people sign up. And I don't mind being partnered with them because they're awesome. Street Beat is so incredibly cool. If you use the code Matt, you're going to get anywhere between $20 and $5,000. They don't engage in payment for order flow, but the cool thing is you can use AI co-pilots to create your own trading strategies. They have some pre-built ones. My favorite one is you can mimic politicians. They already have it built. You don't have to do anything. Whatever our politicians are buying and selling, you can be buying and selling yourself. They already have it all figured out. It's phenomenal. And they just rolled out the fact that you can now get money for your kids to go to college, stepkids, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, godchildren. You can pay up to 25% of their college tuition. There's over 450 participating universities, and this is how easy it is to get money. Just for an annual subscriber, which costs $159, you get $5,000 worth of college credit. Monthly subscriber, you get $400. First $1,000 deposit, they give you $1,000. So even there, you deposit $1,000, but you're getting $1,000 for college anyway. Every single year, there's a 10% match to your assets under management, and if you invite a friend, you get another $1,000. So whatever, if you have multiple kids, you pay off 25%, pay off more 25%, pay off more 25%, nieces, nephews, godchildren, you can use it. If you think you have an excess of college tuition points, AKA like $1 for college, you can just start divvying it up among other people. So yeah, more than happy to pitch them because this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Not only can you actively trade systematically with AI helping you create those co-pilots, mimicking politicians, bond ladders, generative AI, crypto, all that stuff, pre-built ones, no payment for order flow. But then it's also a kicker of paying for school. I mean, that's an easy one. That's a no-brainer to me. But anyway, shout out to Street Beat. Check him out. Pinned to the top. What just happened? Did you guys see that? Everything just went black for me. Anyway, well, that was a little bit crazy. I don't know what that was. But anyway, shout out to Street Beat. Shout out to Street Beat. All right, we went over that of how crazy intelligent all of our people in power are, and you have no reason to not trust them. I want to be very clear about that because they're all very, very smart people, incredibly smart people. All right, so market is still looking green. SPY, flat but green. Qs, flat but green. Apple actually still going up. Bitcoin actually still going up. So that brings us to a trading competition, which let's see how everyone is currently doing. So you guys are account 182. The wheel account is 183. Now you're going to notice that the wheel account out of nowhere is a lot closer. And that's right. And you are 100% right to notice. But hey, Matt, that's not fair. The chat, Rumble, and YouTube, we've been working together very well. We thought we had a larger lead. The chat account, you guys together are up 2.5K. This started at $50,000. The wheel, you guys had like a $500 lead, but now the wheel account is 2.4K. Yeah, you're right. And the answer to that is life isn't fair. Life's not fair. I wanted to make it a bit more fun. So I traded it to get it a bit closer because you guys, if you hit today, are the winners. So I wanted to amp up the excitement as we're coming into literally the final turn of the race because the race, the winner is the first one to $2,600 worth of profit. You guys are $47 away. $47 away. So yeah, I wanted to make you guys sweat a little bit. The wheel is 147 or 100 and I guess you guys are $57 away. The wheel's 147. Sorry, I got those two numbers confused. So we'll see. Matt's a cheater. Don't take it up with me. Take it up with the wheel. You know what? You guys, you're just not competitors. Do you really think you're going to win this with that kind of attitude? Like a bunch of crybaby bullshit? Come on. Grow up. Grow up. It's a competition. We're going to see. You guys are still in the lead. It's not like I leapfrogged you and just automatically made the wheel the winner. You guys still have a $100 lead. It's going down today. If you guys hit it first, you're the winners. Somehow, if the wheel hits it first and has a big enough gain, it's going to be the winner. We're going to see how it goes. Don't be a baby about it. Don't be a baby about it. Today's the day it's going down. With that being said, it's time to see which direction the wheel's going to take. Folks, if it's your first time in the show, every single day, Market Open, we do degenerate trades where I let you guys, the viewers, and this magic wheel of destiny decide my financial health. I'm going to spin this. Ooh, this is loose. The magic wheel of destiny is in need of repair. Well, that's not good. If it lands on red, surprise, surprise, I'm taking a bearish position. If it lands on black, we are taking a bullish position. The magic wheel of destiny is literally never wrong. Let's see what we're going to do at Market Open. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Round and round we go. Where we stop, no one knows. Bullish, 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 bullish. All right. The wheel has spoken, folks. It will be a bullish day. It is decreed. All right. Wheel, bullish. All right. So that only leads up you guys. Does the chat want to be bearish or does the chat want to be bullish? It's up to you. I already see YouTube has voted. Rumble, do you agree? Rumble, right now, I need you guys to comment and comment feverishly. Are you bullish or are you bearish at Market Open? I am asking you for the first minute of the day, the first 60 seconds, from 9:30 to 9:31, are you thinking we're going green or are you thinking we're going red? Bear, green, bull, red. All right, we need some sort of majority. Bull, bull. All right, you guys agree. So the majority on Rumble came in as bullish. The large majority on YouTube came in as bullish, which tactically, even without it, you guys should have, like, if you think about it in terms of game theory, the fact that you guys are both going for it, you might as well have taken the same trade as the wheel, because then if you lose, you both go down together. But if you win, since you're taking the same trade, you should be the winner of the overall competition. So I don't know how many of you guys actually thought about that, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to, influence anyone's vote. But from a game theory perspective, regardless of what you actually thought about the market, you should have voted bullish just for the point of winning the competition. But anyway, that's a side point. That's a side point. All right. None. All right. So we have this set up. On the left side, we have the chat, Rumble and YouTube together. If you guys hit it today, we will be starting another competition next week sometime. The wheel is on the right. So 182 is the chat, 182, 183 is the wheel. Let me make sure bullish is selected on both. 183 wheel, 182 chat. Both are selected. Bull, bull. Obviously, I have a bunch of other things that are going to be run in today. So we're going to get going. The world's largest casino is about to open. Folks, if you're just joining in right now, very first, demerit, because you are incredibly late to class. If you are joining in right now thinking, oh, the market's about to open, we've literally been streaming for over an hour. By definition, you are incredibly late to class. And dare I say, it's rude to not only me, the instructor, but the rest of the students. So if you're joining in right now, and we're keeping track, we're looking at the names of the people joining in, demerit. You are incredibly late. It's rude. And I get that it's a Friday and maybe you're getting ready. You're gearing up for some sort of giant party at a Texas Roadhouse tonight. And if you are, please invite me. But that's no excuse. That's later tonight. You got to focus on the now. You got to live in the present. You got to get a little lost to get a little found, dare I say it. But anywho, if you are joining in right now, you're late. We got the unemployment rate. It came in higher than expected. Market's popping because of that, because the market is quote unquote interpreting to think that maybe, just maybe, that means that inflation it was coming down, it bottomed, and it started to pick back up. People are hoping that this means it's kind of like a false bounce type of a situation. So That's the TLDR. We do have some announcements coming out at 9:45. We have one at 9:45 and then two at 10 a.m. And then from there, there's no more macroeconomic events, but there could be craziness in the market because we have big earnings such as Coinbase, Apple, DraftKings, that type of stuff.
Order submit. Target filled.
Bada bing, bada. No. Okay. Holy shit. So by slippage, the wheel made more, but you guys still held on. You guys still held on. 690. And then the wheel's at 662, even though it made more money today. Holy shit, folks. That was a close one. You guys almost, like, the wheel was sprinting like Usain Bolt at the finish line, and you guys just barely edged it. You guys did the classic dive. You just dove right at the tape at the end. Congratulations. Congratulations. That was a tough fought battle. It was a tough fought battle, and you guys won. With a little bit of grit, with a little bit of perseverance, you were able to barely, to the tune of, what, $28? To the tune of $28, you were able to beat the magic wheel of destiny. That's something that's resume worthy. I wouldn't, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, should I update my LinkedIn profile? Yeah, you should probably update your LinkedIn profile because there's not many people who could say that. There's not many people who could say they went to the mat with the magic wheel of destiny and came out victorious. So if I were you folks, you should be particularly excited. So I just, congrats. No, seriously, massive congrats. And hey, why not? On that news, why don't we just give away $250 to celebrate? Look at that. It's almost like you could find the link if you give me one quick second, pinned to the top of chat. It's almost like it's currently pinned to the top of chat. If you just give me one quick second to redo it all. It's almost like you could participate in us giving away the money right here, where every one of you participating is going to get at least $20 and one of you is going to get $250. But when I say at least 20, it can technically go up to 5,000. So shout out to StreetBeat. Don't forget to post any related proof that you actually have a StreetBeat account, because that's how you're going to get the $20. In reality, yeah, I want to verify it, but also that's how you get the money. So that makes sense, kind of. Oh, Dustin, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Biden's chief economist literally has no idea how bonds work. This is actually kind of scary. I didn't think they were this dumb. No, they're surprisingly dumb. What? This year at Berkshire Hathaway's annual meeting, Becky Quick unveils the Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett Squishmallows? That's a vibe. Well, the SPY was technically green for the first minute. The Qs were actually red, so that's something. Apple going kind of the same way, but this might be a quick little flush. It's not like really discourage me. How many times have we seen this where the first couple minutes are like one thing and then it ends up being like perfectly fine anyway? So time will tell. As of now, my bias is still bullish because I see green on the 5-minute, I see green on the 10-minute, and I definitely see green on the 30-minute. And even this is a nice upside breakout. And that's all for the S&P 500 futures. If you look at the NASDAQ futures, green, upside breakout on the daily. So across the board right now, like if you just froze the market at this exact moment in time and said, hey, how are you feeling about the day? I'd be feeling bullish. I know the seasonality is bullish. Obviously, that can change. We have a ton of time left in the day. We're only 3 minutes into it, so a lot can change from here on out. But if I was forced to make a position at this exact moment, I would make a bullish one. Let's see what's going on with options. Granted, we're only a couple minutes into the day, so we might not have the most data. Yeah, it's just kind of flat right now, so we might have to come back to that. I would just be looking for some sort of maybe quick reversion here. Maybe a little bit of a quick reversion. Whoa, the market is high. All right. It is. I need to readjust all these screens. We've just been ripping so much. We've been ripping. ripping. All right, the Qs are starting to pop here finally. Are we going to catch a bid? I know a lot of companies have reported, so we can cycle through them. Right now, Apple's one of the largest gainers on my watch list. And actually, DJT, Trump's media group, is actually it's my only red one. Trump DJT is down 5.4%. Rum is up 1.2. Apple's up 6.8. Coin is battling the whole red-green move. It was green, just flash red. Meta's up. I'm telling you, I don't know. This was my major medium-term swing call out of the week. It's Meta. I don't know how to be more apparent about this one. Not only are the options seemingly underpriced, but it gapped down, popped up, seemed like it was battling. I said, hey, if this starts to push 445, 446, 447. Scratch that. I like it. What are we doing? What are we trading? What accounts are trading right now? This always happens to me where I don't know what's in. So by the time I find it, it already has made its profit. But not this time. All right. Well, we have some positions. It looks like it actually, oddly enough, I'm not saying I feel the most comfortable about it, but oddly enough, it actually just went short the S&P 500. It went short the S&P 500. Well, here's the hoping it can at least scale out a little bit. Come on. So anyway, very quickly back to Meta. Not really, I'm not talking about a day trade. I'm not even necessarily talking about it as an investment. I'm saying a medium term. I just like it. I think the risk reward is pretty favorable for the bull camp on this potential breakout. And there is the upside gap fill all the way to 485. So right now, what I'm seeing, not only with the price action, reviewing its earnings, but then also looking at the options market specific to Meta, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the bull play right now on it. All right, I need a little bit of a drop here. Like maybe we could hit 509.50. I'm not necessarily saying I want a horrifically bearish day. All I'm saying is I want out of this position, which actually I don't even need it to drop that far. I just need it to have a little bit. Just a little bit. So thus far, only the S&P 500 bot has decided to trade. The NASDAQ bot has not decided to trade. No drops. Well, we've literally only dropped today. Thus far, the major action of the day has only been dropping. All right. Amazon in the green, but also dropped. Microsoft actually going to the upside. Oil actually at 78. Oil's been getting beat up lately. Gold giving back some of its gains. Bitcoin going up. Solana kind of going, oh yeah. Ooh, Texas Roadhouse, all-time high. Dude, the old T Roadhouse.
Target filled.
Oh, and we're
Target
making,
filled.
money. More money?
Target filled.
Dude, it's going to be a good day at Texas Roadhouse. It's going to be a good day. You see that green starting to come in? It's going to be a good day at the T Roadhouse. Look at it. All-time high. And we're making money in the market, dude. Do Fridays get better than that? Do Fridays get better than the best restaurant known to man beating its earnings, gapping up to a new all-time high, then crushing the futures market with someone else's money, but you get to keep the money if you do well to pay for it? It's just, this is the American dream, folks. This is it. Making degenerate bets day in and day out. Rum's up 2%. DJT's getting shamacked this morning. The Qs are kind of going flat right now, really indecisive, which is surprising. Options are dropping. Calls are flat, but people are buying some puts. So no one's really made any aggressive moves when it comes to the world of calls. These are the two top lines for the S&P 500. The white line is the price action of the S&P 500, and the two bottom blue lines are the puts. So as the top two lines go up, that means people are buying calls. As the bottom two lines go down, that means people are buying puts. And then obviously the price line is the price line. So right now, people are not doing anything quite yet with calls. A little bit of put buying, but honestly, with the announcement and everything, I thought today would have more movement. I really did. I came in today thinking that today would be, I guess, a little bit more volatile, a little bit more crazy, but who knows? They might be waiting for don't forget, there is a 9:40 report, 9:45, and then there's also 2 at 10 a.m. So we do have 3 more things to consider today in terms of that might have a direct impact on the SPY, like kind of a burst of either bullishness or bearishness. So something to consider. I'm by no means a fan of. Wait, am I still in this position? Yeah, that's not so good. 232. What is this trading? Oh, wow. That's not good. Might have bottom ticked that one, team. I don't necessarily mind it because I do think today's going to be a bullish day. But I also know there's high odds of like not necessarily a gap fill because this is a considerable gap. There's now a downside gap to 505.89. And I'm not saying I was predicting that that would get filled today, but I thought at least a larger portion of it would. Maybe like a drop to 509, a drop to 508, and a bounce off of that. Something like that is kind of a bias I had. Still, I think the SPY's up 1%. Time will tell. Time will tell. The Qs are going to trigger bullish pretty soon. So, I hate when I paint myself into these situations where I end up, the robots might go long on the NASDAQ, but then they're short on the SPY, and we know that they're correlated. So I never feel the most comfortable about that when that plays out. We might be getting into a sticky situation here soon. Calls are starting to pick up a little bit, and now puts are flat. But once again, please, we're only 11 minutes into the day, and we do have some reports coming out in a couple minutes. My main thought of the day, especially on the heels of almost blowing out yesterday, is the SPY's picking up even more. Do I just want to cut this? How do I want to hit it? Breaking. Boeing sadly announces whistleblower shot self in back while falling off skyscraper
filled.
directly into wood chipper while wearing cement shoes. Happy Friday, goons. Yeah, the fact that 2 Boeing whistleblowers have now passed away is a bit insane, if you ask me. It's a bit legitimately crazy. All right, how do I want to handle this? Do I want to cut this now? I feel like I should cut these 2 accounts because like I can still work with them. We do have some other ones. Actually, everything's in the red right now, so that's my luck. Hey, that's my luck where I have differing trades and then yet they're all in the red. DJT News auditor charged by SEC with fraud. Whoa, brother. How do I want to handle this? DJT. Apple's actually dying, and yet the Qs are going up. Coin's flat. Meta's going up. Nvidia's flat. Tesla's going up. Tesla trading out 183. All right, we are a couple minutes out. We are a couple minutes out from the 9:45 report. I believe it is the ISM something. Okay, we have the PMIs, then the ISM comes out at 10 a.m. So let's see how it goes. I am not a fan of my positioning right now whatsoever. I would have preferred to get in and out a lot more rapidly. Do I want to override this? That's the golden question right now. Do I think this is going to pop up? I'm a little bit worried about these ones. 228 and 232. Should I just take a long position and hope it works? New Apex copier. What is it? 228. 232. Do I think we're going to have a bullish day? 228 and 232. 228.
Target filled.
Dude, I don't know. This is feeling like it's kind of strong. Something just locked in for me.
Target filled. Target order filled.
All right. I decided to manually override it. It feels like these might blow out.
Target filled. Target filled.
None. 228. All right, I dumped the ES and all the NQ ones are basically locked in right now. So the question is this, do I want to manually trade these two and try to get them back to green on the day? And all the other robots have hit. So this is all looking good. This is all looking solid. Hit. You guys hit your trades. That's these guys right here, 160 and 220. These were the opening market trades. And then everything else, boom, 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 boom. The issue on 228 and 232, these individual counts, was more of the fact that they went back. See, it was actually the second trade. So it was more of they got a little overzealous and traded twice. So that's kind of on me. I set it up to be a bit more aggressive. Knowing my luck, it's going to come right back down right now. Oh, so that's the question. Do I want to manually trade it? They don't have that much more of drawdown left in them. Do I just go for it? 95. I mean, dude, we're moving like no other. Do I really want to do this? Am I being smart? Am I being stupid? Am I being smart? Am I being stupid? Am I being smart? Am I being stupid? Smart, stupid, smart, stupid, smart, stupid. Smart, stupid, smart, stupid, smart, stupid, smart, stupid, smart, stupid, smart, stupid. I would need it to go 50 points. Do I think that we're going to go? Oh, brother. I think I need to wait for some form of a pullback because I'm not going to have much drawback in this. Dude, that was the breakout to be bought, though. Do I just let it rip? What do we think? Bullish, bearish, or wait? Bullish or bearish or wait, those are your options. Also, keep in mind that we have announcements at 10 a.m. Keep in mind we have announcements at 10 a.m. That should be noted. Tesla's got one. Dude, is this going to break and rip? Because I could... Oh, how do I want to do this? So, okay. I could, when I see the opportunity, I could go long 2 contracts. And then if I take one contract off at a $500 profit, that'll bring the total loss to $1,000. And then I could leave the runner on and then just hope it trends in my favor for the remainder of the day. Does your drawdown limit reset tomorrow? No. It just is what it is. It's not a reset thing until you reset the account. Okay. In an ideal world, what I see is we've already had this pump. Ideal world, we have a slight pullback into the 10 a.m. announcement. And then right before the 10 a.m. announcement, it goes sideways. And then after it starts to break out again. So in an ideal world, that would be like where I would feel most comfortable. A bit of a pullback right here, then a bit of a sideways. And then on the announcement, we break and then just pump from that moment. But the timing at which this is happening makes it tough because we still have 11 minutes until it. So I'm going to try to be patient, especially because I was so particularly undisciplined yesterday. I'm going to try to be patient. I am ready to lick this rock though. 228. Let's see if we could save these accounts. 228 and 232. Well, I'm happy I didn't go long when I first really wanted to, because that would have been disastrous. You know what I could do? Well, I literally don't need any of these anymore because none of these are on. I have an idea. And it's just crazy enough that it might work. All right. All the strategies are turned off. We're now in the mode of letting it manually rip. Strategies. We're going to do on crossover tick. We'll make sure it's on the sim account. Cool. All right. Sim. Good. And then right here, it just gives me a good indication of what's going on. Strategies. All right. Let's make sure it's on the sim account. Don't want to do actual trades. All right. So now I can see the lines. Okay. Yeah. It's good I didn't chase it because there's no reason for me to have chased it at that point. All right. I actually feel way better now quantitatively of not chasing that because I was chasing it at a high, which would have been probably less than ideal. Okay. We're keeping the train on the tracks today thus far. We have 9 minutes till we get 2 ISM numbers. The market is starting to dip a bit. Knowing my luck, this SPY will have dipped the entire way and come down to 509.50, and then I probably would have locked my money in on those ones that I manually closed out, knowing my luck. But we'll see. Folks, in just over half an hour at 10:30, we are doing a $250 giveaway pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. It's going down today. 1 lucky competitor selected from YouTube, 1 lucky competitor selected from Rumble, 3 lucky competitors selected from locals. To be the YouTube or the Rumble person, I'm going to pick you guys later. So what you can do right now in real time to be a potential locals competitor is sign up. All you have to do is give me a way to reach out to you, your Twitter, your Instagram, your email, and then also sign up for Street Beat. So when you sign up for Street Beat, you're guaranteed at least $20. Don't forget to use the code MATT, M-A-T-T. You could potentially get up to 5,000. And then on top of that, whoever wins the marble race, I'm going to give you $250. So we're giving away money. Not only Street Beat giving away money, I'm giving away money. Pinned to the top of chat. If you have any questions, ask a mod. They are more than willing to help you. Ooh, is this the breakout that I should be buying? It's just is a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult. I can't do it as much as I want to. I could have gone long at 94. I would have been risking 76, which would have basically been me blowing out. But then if this announcement goes well and it pops, I can't do it. It's just not the right. It might be lucky and have gone that way, but in terms of odds and it being a repeatable thing, I just don't think it's a smart way to do it. I think I need to wait. I think I need to wait for this 10 a.m. announcement. I think I need to do exactly what I articulated as my plan, and I think I need to stick exactly to it. Cup hand. Oh, it's such an obvious cup and handle too. It's such an obvious cup and handle. Look at it's so it was so fucking obvious, man. It doesn't get much more in your face than that. Options are going up. You have a drop after a bullish report and then a rally, and then it makes a cut. That is so obviously the time to get in. Stupid. Sorry. So in your face obvious. Folks, if you're new to trading and you need some technical price action reading, it does not get more evident than this. A bullish report, people take profits, it goes flat. People take profits, it goes flat. It bounces more than double tops on the SPY, overshoots it on the Qs, pulls back, cup handle, the breakout, well-defined risk. It doesn't. That's an alley-oop, man. That's as easy as a dunk for Shaq. It just does not get better than that. It doesn't get more obvious than that. Such clear, defined risk to reward, high accuracy. Those are the plays that keep you up at night. Those are the kind of missed opportunities that make you think your vice principal in 10th grade was right when she said you're never going to get married. It really does. It really just, it brings back all of the chirping from the school administration saying, Matt, you don't treat women properly. You're never going to get married. It really brings that back. It does. It does. Well, can't win them all. What do we say here? Let's see if you guys have been listening. What do we say here? Hindsight is 2020. That's accurate, but that's not necessarily. Come on, what do we say here? Someone knows what we say here. Anyone know why Nvidia is bumping up? Because the whole market's bumping up. Look at GME. No, we don't say that. Did you invite her to the wedding? No. Nope. Well, stick to the plan. That's good advice, but we don't really say that. Win some, lose some. Also accurate, but we don't really say that. Treat women properly. Also good advice, but we don't see that. It was clear as mud. Well, that was a new saying as of yesterday, but not exactly what I'm thinking. Time to cheat. Does anyone in here listen? Leave it in. Jesus. No. Obviously, no one in here takes notes. Pogs in chat. We say you got to get a little lost to get a little found. That's what we say. You guys are embarrassing me in front of the new viewers. You guys are intentionally doing this to me because you're like, oh, he's doing a giveaway. There's probably new people that he's enticing to the show. Let's make him look worse than normal. Let's make him Folks, if you are new to the show, if this is your first time, please understand that they're screwing with me. We're not this disheveled and out of place. It's just they're clowning on me, man. They're absolutely clowning on me. One in the hand's worth doing the push. Once again, not things we really commonly say. Calling it now, we dump at 10 a.m. Well, New York slickness. Do you want to put your chat rights on it? Do you want to put your balls on the table here? As if you're wrong, you're muted. But then if you're right, you get the accolades of the rest of chat. High risk, high reward. If you want to be that, let me know. You have about 2 minutes. Let me know. It's up to you. Do you want to live a God amongst men as someone who called out something before it happened and risk not being able to talk? How confident are you feeling? How confident? All right. Don't eat yellow snow. Once again, good advice, but not really a saying. Buy low, sell high, buy low. That's just what we end up doing. We don't really say it. It's not intentional. It's a trap. Life's a trap, man. Life's the biggest trap I can think of. All right, we are going to be getting this 90 seconds out. We are 90 seconds out. Shout out to Street Beat. Don't forget to sign up. We're doing the giveaway at 10:30. How many of you have figured this out? How many of you? 53. Oh, these are low odds today. Well, high odds for you. Low amount of signups. Low amount of signups. High odds for all of you. I guess technically the less people who sign up, the higher odds you have at being selected. So we are picking 3 people from locals, 1 person from YouTube, 1 person from Rumble. We are running a classic prison rules-based marble race. Winner gets the $250. Pinned at the top of chat, in the description of the video. Sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. First chicken to ever land a laser flip. That's sick, dude. That guy knows what's up. That chicken and that guy, they know what's up. All right. Buckle up, Buttercup. We have 30 seconds. Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let the chat show that I did take the deal. All right, let's see. Let's see. 10 a.m. Right about now. Wrong. Wrong-o there, Bobo. New York slickness. Oh, are you right? I'll give you the whole first minute. I'll be benevolent here. The minute's not over. Minute's not over. Uh-oh. New York. Are you sweating it right now? Are you sweating it? This was a crazy turn of events. An absolutely wild turn of events for New York slickness. Thought he was right. Thought he was wrong. Back to being right. Is it going to hold? He has 10 seconds left. He has 10 seconds left. He has 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. All right. That was such an impressive call out. We're actually going to make the competition between 6 people, and New York slickness is one of those people. By that call out, dude, he put his chat life on the line predicting an event. The only thing we can do, not only to congratulate the guy, is we're actually going to run the marble competition between 6, and he automatically has one of those places. I think that's the only fair thing we could do. I mean, he made an incredible call out. I think that's the only fair thing we could do is automatically put him into today's marble race. He put his balls on the table. We all saw it. Is it sanitary? No, but we saw it. And, I'm going to say, obviously I could have held that SPY position, but I think it would have blown out. So even though it looks like it's going in my way, the way I would want it to, I think it was still good I got out because at least I have a fighting chance now. I think I have a fighting chance. Fighting chance. Now, let's see if there's going to be any form of recovery whatsoever. Is this going to be the old dippity-doo-dah? The old dippity-doo-day? The old dippity-doo-dah? What happened with options? Options dumped hard there, but maybe not as hard as you think they would. So people bought puts, but the calls held constant. The calls, people bought calls, dumped them, but now we're just net. Is this the old razzle dazzle? Should I try to buy this dip? I told you, remember what I said? The perfect plan for me was a dip, then it goes flat, and then it picks back up, and I enter long on that pick back up. So let's see. Phase 1 is done. Phase 2 is currently developing. I would love a little bit of sideways chop and then a little bit of a pickup, and then I buy that pickup and then it rips. So we're in the middle of phase 2, and phase 2 might go from choppy sideways to a little bit more bearish than anticipated, if I'm being completely honest. All right, we're dipping back in. We're dipping back in into this equilibrium. We're dipping. The old dippity-doo-dah. All right. Got to wait for that opportunity. So, by the way, those are the official announcements of the day. That's it. We did it. We did it, team. We did it. We did it. We did it. We survived all. Well, I hope you survived. I hope you survived. I hope you survived. All right. We are. The SPY is just under its opening value, and the Qs are just at its opening value. So I haven't done anything yet. Obviously, I did all those future trades. I haven't done any options trades yet because I'm just waiting to see how this plays out, because we popped, now we're sideways. We popped, now we're well, the Qs are actually a little bit stronger, probably because Apple did so well. All right, we're breaking to the upside. My bias, oddly enough, is still bullish. It won't turn bearish until we break below the intraday lows. If we break below the intraday lows, my bias would start to swap bearish. But waiting. Why the sudden drop? Because of the ISM report that just came out. And apparently Apple is giving up its gains. Yeah, Apple Even though it gapped up, and it's still green on the day from its opening value of 187, it's just kind of bleeding. Now Nvidia's even going down here. Tesla, Netflix, Amazon, Microsoft. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, folks. SpaghettiOs. All right, I think maybe a little bit more patience will be required to discern what in the world is going on today. Patience. Calm, cool, collected. Got to get a little lost to get a little found. No diamonds, no pressure. No pressure, no diamonds. If you look around you and you don't see any diamonds, that's good because that means there's no pressure. So people are buying puts, but they're flat on calls on the NASDAQ. And then when it comes to the SPY, they are not in agreement. People are buying calls and they're also buying puts. So the net situation is flat, but the bullish bets are ramping up and so are the bearish bets. Is this it? Do I take a stab at it here?
Order filled.
All right. We're doing something that I don't like to do. I'm trying to manually trade and save these two accounts. I don't have much drawdown, especially when you consider the fact that I am, for whatever stupid reason, trading two contracts, which I probably should have never done. But hey, if I get it right, that means I only have to go half the distance to actually get these accounts to the green. I waited. Like I said, my overall bias on the day was bullish because of the pre-market trend and the announcements that we had. I was just waiting for that lower risk opportunity to get in, and this might be it. I don't know. Oh, wait, you guys can't see it right here. I'm in at 17,970, and either I'll be saving these two accounts or I'll be losing two of my PA accounts, which would have been lost anyway if I held the robot. So I'm at least giving myself a fighting chance, giving it, we'll see how it actually plays out. We'll see how it actually plays out here. Come on. Keep going. How are we looking on so the 5 minute? How's this 3 minute looking? Let's see. Try to buy what my mind thought was, okay, we bounced, we're dipping, we're maybe turning around. So I was trying to buy the maybe turning around. Like I didn't want to. Yep, just lost one of them. Yeah, I didn't have much room, which, like I said, these would have been lost anyway. Try to get lucky with it, but it looks like maybe we're doing a... Yeah, they're both gone. That's a bummer. Okay, so I lost two of my PA accounts, but the rest are looking dandy. And what strategy? I know what strategy I ran. I ran the double ES strategy, so maybe it's not best to run that. Or maybe I need to run it on a larger. Maybe I need to run the double ES on a larger time frame. I took a stab at it, and I wasn't able. It's not like the accounts went to zero or anything. Apex has a rule, a 2.5K drawdown. By the time I got out of the other trades, it was already down 1.6. So I only had 1.1K of drawdown left before I lost the accounts. And on that 1.1, that's easy to chew into when you're trading two NQ contracts, especially when you buy it right here and then it quickly dips. In a normal account, I wouldn't hate that trade. It's just this time on Apex, it just didn't break in my favor, and it is what it is. The SPY is actually going down right now. What in tarnation? Wow. All right, we are getting a lot of different momentum. Bullish in pre-market, starts off bearish, then goes bullish again, then goes bearish, and maybe now bouncing. Like I said, be mindful of the fact that there is a downside gap fill on the SPY to 505.89. There's a downside gap fill on the Qs to 427.81. This should be red. It's a downside gap fill. And those are literally just the high values from yesterday on the SPY and the Qs. Do I think they're going to get filled today? I mean, obviously it's possible. It is low odds just because it's a considerable size gap fill. Generally, those don't get filled. They get filled the very next day with about a 33 to 35% accuracy on the very next day. Eventually, they do get filled. It's just, hang on. I did want to do something a little stupid. Wait, how stupid did I want to be? All right, this is still kind of holding up. The 0 DT is flat, but the all expiration's picking up a bit. Is this going to dump here? I wonder. Okay, so the expected movement on the rest of the day is about $29. 29 on SPX, that is. Are we really going to dump after this report? Or do we double bottom here? At this moment of the current setup and everything, this is very obviously screaming in our face. Wait, have patience, don't rush your trade. There's a lot of underlying, like, conflicting info right now. This is for a myriad of reasons saying, wait. How do you know all of these stats? Because that's what we research and discuss in the Discord. The Discord is very statistics heavy, as in like the odds of, given a certain situation, the odds of certain playouts. It's conditional probabilities. That is one of the major focal points of the Discord. What are we doing? Okay, nothing you can do but wait. Wait. Yeah, options are flat. See how it's just indecisive. It doesn't know if it wants to break down. It doesn't know if it wants to bounce. Patience. Probably actually would have been a good time. Which way do you guys think it's going to break? Do you think we're going to bounce here? Do you think we officially double bottom on the SPY and the Qs, or do you think we break down? Break down or break bounce. Those are our two options on the day. SPY just hit a fresh low. The Q's about to hit a fresh low. Kind of tough though when the 5, the 10, the 30 is all green. The 5, the 10, the 30 is all green. A little bit of conflicting info. What are we at? 50, 509, the low 509s. What are we doing? Apple maybe catching a bid. Now, this is the real crux of the issue is, all right, so you could see here, let me make this blue so it jumps out a little bit. Well, I'll make it white. Okay, could be a fake flush. They dip right below, stomp those people out, and then swing it right back up. That's what I'm on the lookout for. They push it below the low because they know their stop's there. They push it below the low because they know their stop's there. Flush it out. So if we see buyers start to step back in, I might be taking a position. But we'll see. That's a big if. Obviously, we are basically saying, hey, I think there might be a change of trend. Obviously, this would be a very short-term analysis, but that's what we're waiting for. And that's exactly why I was saying patience, because this could be the fake out or it could be the start of an actual breakdown. There's no way to know. If you're sitting here, so this is, and I get on this soapbox a lot. I hate when, in hindsight, people use an example that somehow works for them. They're like, yeah, no, see the liquidity sweep, and then it bounces right there. And then they use the days that it happens. But my point is in real time right now, you have no idea if we're about to liquidity sweep, like stomp these people out, stop loss hunting, and then rip to the upside, or if this is an actual breakdown and we're going to go. You do not know. And so many people, like, I mean, you could say right here, it's the same thing, is we had this intraday high, it went up, all those people got screwed, tricked into buying, and then they dumped it on them. It can happen both ways. And then yet when people try to teach about their systems and their strategies, they always seemingly use the examples that like are beneficial and accurate to their call out. And it's because they're not doing it in real time. All these people, these gurus and furus trying to teach you about trading, notice how none of it's in real time ever. It's always using the perfect examples for exactly what they're trying to like explain to you. It's never saying, oh, okay, like in real time, how would anyone on this planet possibly know, oh, do we bounce here after a fake out breakdown, or are we actually going? My whole point is that it's almost being taught in an incorrect way. How it should be taught is the game of probabilities of you have X% chance of this playing out. And if you're right, this is how much you can get. And if you're wrong, this is how much you would lose. So based on the percentages, you would know if you have a net expected positive value or a net expected negative value. And it's just really not taught that way. And it's almost taught like you have a magic holy grail of something that always works. But in the game of trading, your base case should be like, yeah, I'm going to probably be wrong about 50% of the time. Of course, different strategies have different like accuracies, but like in a general sense, just listen to me on this one. Let's just assume it's 50-50. Okay, well, if it's 50-50, what you're in control of is like what's your risk and what's your reward. And obviously you always want more reward, but what you're really in control of is minimizing your risk. So whether you thought you should be bullish or bearish here, the thing you're really in control of, obviously beyond being bullish or bearish and putting that position on, is in control of your risk. So if you want to be bullish, well, surprise, surprise, you have well-defined risk at 509.23, which is not far away where we are right now. Now, if you're wanting a person who wants to short it, okay, just use a recent peak as your risk. Like I have done this a gazillion times as recently as yesterday. So I'm not saying this as a person who's like mastered it, but I'm telling you as a person who I understand that this will make you more money is you just stick to your risk. Take high reward, low risk setups. If you are in control of your risk, you have the capability to survive the day and fight another day. Trading, especially active trading, is a marathon of work. And think about it this way, is if you're taking on too much risk, one bad trade, your account's blown. But even if you're a phenomenal trader, you're basically saying you never lose, because if you're playing in a way that one like bad beat is going to blow up your account, that bad beat's coming. It's eventually going to be there. So I would just think of it like, unless you like truly in your heart of hearts think that you are a perfect trader, like an absolute perfect trader that you never miss, which is literally never, ever happened. You have to play in a way where you just like are well respecting your risk. All right, call options are picking up, puts are flat. I think we bounce from here. And I'm just like, see how the options market's picking up right now? I think we end up bouncing. And even if I'm wrong, guess what? Well-defined risk. Well-defined risk. Right here. The risk would be 509.23. This recent, the recent vomit here. I myself haven't traded it yet. I'm pointing out the things that I'm looking at in real time. And what I'm seeing is, okay, well-defined risk. I know the backdrop of the announcements this morning, but more so I'm seeing the options market picking up. So I'd like it to continue to pick up to give me that extra confidence. All right, so these are, all right, maybe I could color code it. It might be a little bit more descriptive. And to clarify, have not traded yet. I will let you know when I do. So this would be the breakdown, and this would be the breakout line. All right, green, obviously breakout. Red, obviously breakdown. And we're actually getting really close to this breakdown line. What's happening with options? Options just started to take a little bit of a hit. What is it, though? Is it put buying or call selling? It's really not much of anything. A little bit movement, but We're seeing calls kind of drift up while puts on the bottom here are a little bit more flat. Patience. So if you did take this bullish reversionary bounce, you might be at the point of a little bit of sweating, but we'll see. And remember, even if you get knocked down and it dips a little bit more, then you could always re-enter. And then, like, if you're under pattern day trading, there's always like another day. Always more. All right, what are we doing? All right, now both sides are going flat. We're back to that like indecisive thing. See how it's just, we're not trending up, we're not trending down, we're just going flat. So let's wait. I'm curious if we do break down right here at 509.23, I'm curious if this will be associated with a dump in options. Price is going down. So which one's going to lead which? Are options leading or is the price leading? We're getting close. We're flirting with our cousin in Alabama. We're getting a little bit too close. About to tag a fresh low? Maybe? Or is it going to pull out of this? SPY just hit a fresh low and the Qs are going that way. I bet there's an options dump, and look at that. There's an options dump. What do we have going on? Calls are being sold and puts are being purchased. Options, price leading the way, options quickly following suit, calls being dumped, puts being purchased. But not aggressively at the moment. Not necessarily as aggressive as you might think. All right, we are doing the giveaway in about 9 minutes, as long as I'm not in a trade. Guys, sign up, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. 3 people from locals, 1 person from YouTube, 1 person from Rumble, and then also New York Slickness Auto gets a place in today's tournament by making a pretty impressive call out at 10 a.m. Five-minute bouncing right there. The NASDAQ is holding up a bit better. All right. Is it holding on? These kids are crazy. They're buying this shit. They're buying it. Ooh, puts are still being purchased. Calls are now flat. Puts are being purchased. The 2 bottom blue lines are puts. The top, the orange and the green line are calls. And the white line is the price of the S&P 500. Implied volatility. All right, what options are expensive? What options are cheap? You have some overvalued options down here at 5075. They actually, near the 5,000s, these are actually trading at a high value. As in, I wouldn't buy those puts. You're paying too much. Paying too much. You can begin by typing the ticker of your choice, such as SPX, in the search bar. By default, cells are color-coded red to green based on the implied volatility Z-score. If a cell is red, the implied volatility is lower than the average implied. If the cell is green, the implied volatility is higher than the implied volatility over the past 2 months. So basically, do you have juice premium or not? If it's green, it's juiced, as in it's like costly on a relative basis. And if it's red, it's cheap. So I'm seeing a spike in premium down here clustered near the 5,000. Near the 5,000. SPX is at 5,100. What's that premium even trading at right now, though? Not. That's like, it's juiced, on a percentage base, but the premium, the magnitude of it is still relatively cheap. Why are we? And there's like a weird spread on the day. Today is strange. Oh, is this the dip? The dippity doo-dah. Are we bouncing out of this? Maybe yes, maybe no. We've been diving ever since 10 a.m. where we got the 2 ISM reports. Obviously, the market not so stoked about it. Not so stoked about it. Really? It's interesting how we quickly dove to the intraday low, and now it's like really battling it out. The SPY is a little bit weaker than the Qs, and it's probably just because Apple's now holding. See how Apple's been going straight, so the Qs are a little bit more reluctant to break down. The SPY, is that a new intraday low? Oops. Hang on, let me minimize this. Options are not doing much, so this is... Price is just going a little bit haywire here. I guess you could say options are slowly drifting down. Slowly drifting down. There is that downside gap fill. Oh, no, puts are getting a little bit juiced. Huh. 5 minute, potentially breaking down on the cloud. 10 minute, not breaking down, but maybe coming up for its test. The 30 minute, seemingly giving back quite a bit of its gains from the unemployment report. On the NASDAQ, it's holding up a bit better, not testing on the 5 or the 10 or the 30, but the SPY is leading its way down. Leading the way down. Energy, not looking good. Financials, not looking good. Utilities, have seen better days. Industrials, not looking good. Healthcare, not looking good. So actually all sectors are kind of getting hit right now. The only one that's like attempting to hold is tech. Tech is trying to offset a lot of the other like major, I don't know, sector beat ups. I think we bounce out of here. I do. It's coming a little bit later than I would anticipate. I thought we would start bouncing around 10:05, hence why I took my trade at 10. But I haven't done any options trades yet whatsoever, but I am looking for some opportunity to either sell puts or buy calls or maybe both. Maybe I should do it on the Qs. The Qs are seemingly stronger on a relative basis. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a post-marbles race type of thing. 50-50, Matt. That's $5 lower than we are now on the SPY. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, we're going down. Maybe a little bit of a bounce here. Not too bad in terms of risk. Is a 5 minute just bouncing right off of this? The Qs are catching a bid. What is today? All right, I'm taking a stab at it. I just did a kind of a scout play here. Hang on 1 second. Put. I think we bounce. So I want to sell these puts. How do I want to do this today? I need to make some decisions on all this movement. Okay. How am I doing? Portfolio. All right. I got in at 78 and it's currently trading at 78. So basically break even. So let's get out at 85. I have 50. So 50 at 78. I'm trying to dump them at 85. We'll see how this goes. Okay. So that order's in. Oh. I'm way past it. Did it already? Oh, I messed up. All right. I don't know. Anyway, made $500. Shit. I messed up. All right. I scalped 500. I made 500, but I think I could have made more. I messed that one up. That's my bad. I wasn't thinking completely straight the way I should have. So that's on me. That's on me. That is 100% on me. Sorry about that one. My bad. I'm the bad guy. I'm at fault. I definitely could have had more money there. Come on, we're bouncing out of this. So this was, where were we? 4. So we closed here at 4 yesterday. It's a little bit higher than our closing value. A little bit higher than our 70, 75. Is this it? Is this the point? Are we dipping from here? Oh, what are options telling us? Options are doing something interesting. Okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't fire this trade off because it is time to do the giveaway. All right. I will give you guys, well, here, what we'll do is we'll start picking the competitors. We're going to pick one person from YouTube, one person from Rumble, and 3 people from Locals. We'll do Locals last to give you guys to sign up. It is pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. Sign up. It is free to sign up. Don't forget to get StreetBeat. It's free to sign up, free to download. Use the code Matt because that's how you get the guaranteed $20 from StreetBeat. We're going to pick, well, we pick 5, but there's going to be 6 racers. The 6 racers are going to race, and the winner of that race gets the $250. So obviously the first thing we have to do is select our competitors. We have to select our competitors. And to do that, I first need to, I believe, go into Nightbot. Log in. Hopefully it doesn't show you giveaways. Mods are allowed to compete. It's going to be a random number. Got it. All right. So if you guys could all type very quickly, you're going to see your name populates over here. That's how you can have a chance. So what I'm going to do is on this random number generator, I'm going to generate a random number from 1 to 100. The first person to type in the proper number is going to be auto-selected as the winner. So the first person who can properly guess the random number from 1 to 100 will be the official YouTube competitor. But for you to even have a chance, you should comment something quick so your name populates over here. But everyone's allowed, mods, regulars, chat members, users. We're doing a random number. It'll be from 1 to 100. And I will let you know when I hit start. So right now, technically, the numbers you're putting in don't actually count as guesses because I haven't actually started the competition. I just wanted you guys to start populating this. So obviously, I don't want to show it to you because that would be cheating. I'd be giving it away. So we are going in 3, 2, 1. All right. I see the number and we are waiting for a winner. We are waiting. We are waiting. Guess those numbers. Guess those numbers. The first person got it. Oh, dude. Chaos got it. Chaos. It was 66. The number was 66. So, Chaos, is that Lana Rose? Is your picture of an adult film actress? Chaos. Why is this your picture? All right. Well, we have one competitor who is more than happy to tell you all to get effed. Chaos. So he is representing YouTube. All right. The next thing we have to do is pick. Am I doing this right? The next thing we have to do. Oh, can you guys see this? Can I make it bigger? Okay. The next thing we have to do here. I'll put it in the middle. The next thing we have to do is pick a user off of Rumble. Random number generator. We'll do 25, 18, 18, 18, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Rumble Run. Rumble Run. Rumble Run. Rumble Rum was the 18th person to comment, thus the winner of this one. Rumble Run. Could one of the mods get the information from Rumble Rum? Just in case they are the overall winner, we obviously need a way to track them down. So Rumble Rum was the winner. So we have Chaos representing YouTube. We have Rumble Run representing Rum, oddly enough. Obviously, don't forget about New York Slickness, who made the call out at 10 a.m. So that's 3 of the competitors. We have 3 more. I hope you figured out how to do it. I gave you enough time. And we're going to see here. All right. There's 61. So there were 61 people who properly commented. And out of that 61, we have to pick 3 numbers. Random number generator. 1. How many did I say there were? 61. 61. Generate. So 39, 4, and 37. 4, 37, 39 in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soda pop. Soda pop. All right. We have 25 per page. 25 per page. 25. So if we have 25 per page, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Oh, 37. Got to go back one. The ways for life are Dark Side Jedi. All right, we'll just call this one Jedi. So this is 37. This is 38. And then 39 is Swanky Z. Swanky. All right, so we have all of our competitors. Folks, our competitors have been chosen. We have Chaos representing YouTube. We have Rumble Rum representing Rum. We have New York Slickness entering in as a wild horse candidate. And then the 3 representative of locals are Soda Pop, Jedi, and Swanky. Now, the only fair way we could possibly pick the person who deserves this $250 is finding the person who has the fastest marble. Yes, we are officially doing a marble race, which means I need to probably open Marble, which I think is on my Steam account. Games, view games library, marbles, play. The dude on Rumble doesn't want to compete. Pick someone else. Oh, brother. Folks, we have a giant switch. Rumble Rum, you don't want to compete? Explain to me. Explain to me what's going on here. Do you really not want a chance at $250? Sorry? Are you like a fugitive hiding from the law or something? What's going on, man? Yeah. What's happening here? He's passing on his opportunity. He doesn't have a Twitter. I'm sure there's other ways we could get a hold of him. Are you sure? I'm not going to force you into it. It sounds like you're hiding from the law. All right. All right, we'll do another Rumble. We'll do another Rumble selection. 1 to 25. 7. 7, 7, 7. 7, 7, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roid Rage. Roid Rage. Roid Rage, you competed last week, but I didn't state that beforehand. All right, it has to be Roid again. It has to. I didn't disband him before, so he didn't technically break. I can't make the rule afterwards. That doesn't make any sense. But he didn't win last week, so let's see how lucky he is. No, I didn't state it beforehand. You can't change the rules after something already happened. You can't. It's not fair. If that is a rule, it has to be stated beforehand. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to rig. You guys are literally seeing me run a random number generate. Rigged my ass. All right, where are we at with this game? Where's my... All right, we got to play this. Continue. Race. Add names. All right. So we have Chaos. We have Droids. We have New York Slick. We have Soda Pop. We have Jedi. And our sixth competitor is Swanky. All right. Finish. All right. We did that. Now we need to find... I guess I could let you guys pick it. If there's a... Is there a particular... Ooh, Eye of the Storm. That sounds... We could do Eye of the Storm. Are you guys cool with Eye of the Storm? Do you want Frozen? Do you want Fuel Survive? Express Delivery? Is there one on the screen right now that like really jumps out to you guys? Rainbow Road. Not quite the right game. Rainbow. Is there a Rainbow Road? Multiple people. I don't see it. Are you guys just... I don't think that one's on this one. Storm? Someone agreed with me on this one. Bots. We're going to do 6. All right. Let's see. All right. Wait. Where are the bots? Wait, did I not do it right? Main menu. Confirm. I thought I had selected bots. Race. Eye of the Storm. Bots. 6. Play. Did I not select bots? There they are. Okay, folks. Ladies, gentlemen, race enthusiasts, I appreciate you joining me on this rainy, dreary day. But the weather, the inclement nature of the day will not stop what we have in store. What you see in front of you is not only one of the most difficult courses known to man when it comes to the world of marble racing, but you have 6 of the world's toughest marble competitors. Coming from the land of YouTube, we have Mr. Chaos, known for his ferocity and downright grit. We also have from Rumble, who is the Dark Horse entry, a name that you guys know from last week, Mr. Roids. I don't think you need to understand this. A very, very strong competitor. Then we have 3 speedy racers from locals. Swanky, as cool and awesome as they can possibly come. We have Soda, who honestly is kind of pushing being diabetic and drinks way too much of this stuff. In fact, that their name is literally Soda. And then third, we have a Dark Sith Lord. We have someone from a different franchise you've probably heard of before, but this guy is brutal, uses the Force, cheats all the time, and kills a lot of people. And as many of you may know, there was a 1 wild card position, and this wild card position was won by New York Slickness himself for simply understanding where the market was going to go at 10 a.m. today. Those are not 1, 2, or 3, but 6 different competitors on a dangerous, wet track, and what's on the line is $250. 250 buckaroos is on the line. Obviously, payment can be accepted on PayPal, Venmo. It could also be Texas Roadhouse Cash, but that's besides the point. Folks, with all of this being said, I think it is time to start our engines. The race is going in 3, 2, 1. All right. Getting an early lead is Royd. New York Slickness leading the pathway down to a giant funnel of death. Uh-oh. Soda's there too. We're going round and round, round and round. Uh-oh. Soda's right there. Kind of on the ass of New York Slick. Jedi's in last. Uh-oh. Who's falling? Soda took the lead. Soda, dare I say it, is popping. All 6 competitors have chosen to take the left path out of the first gate. New York Slickness and Soda are in a brutal race. New York Slickness popping ahead. Popping ahead. Uh-oh. Missed the speed. Everyone missed the speed. Uh-oh. Swanky gonna hop in. New York Slickness running into a wall. Rolling. Chaos in second. Jedi in third. We have a tight group, but that's all the peloton. New York Slickness is clearly in the lead. I guess taking all those metro stops made him a little bit. Oh, Chaos jumping ahead out of nowhere, folks. Out of absolutely nowhere. A cannon shot. Chaos. Uh-oh, missed. Chaos is the first death being shot out of a cannon. Roids. How are you gonna? Uh-oh, it's getting dark. It's getting scared. I need my mom. Chaos trying to hop ahead on the cannon and committed self-unaliving. What is happening here, folks? We are in some scary. Are we just in water? What is happening right now? All right, Royd's going. Jedi's going. Jedi, you won. Jedi somehow out of nowhere got out of the murky water, shot out of the cannon, and successfully landed in the finish zone. So Jedi, you won. Royd's an honorable second place. Let's see how Soda and Swanky end up doing. Soda. You are trying to get there. Trying. Hit it. And what about Swanky? Are you going to successfully finish the race, or are you going to quit on us? So Chaos had the opportunity to win, ended up dying. New York Slickness had the opportunity to win, ended up dying. Jedi, who was not in the lead whatsoever, ended up taking the case. Ended up taking the cake. Jedi, I have your information on locals. I will be reaching out to you. Congratulations on being the winner of $250. But folks, if you are watching this, you don't have to be sitting there all sad, borderline crying, yelling for your mom, because I want you to know by simply signing up for Street Beat, you're getting a guaranteed $20, but potentially all the way up to $5,000. So you don't have to leave today sad. It's not 100% necessary for you to leave today sad. You can still get at least 20 buckaroos. All right. Speaking of which, should I make my options trade today? I still think we go up, team. I still think we go up. Large spread. Wait a second. Wait a gosh darn second. What's the straddle at? The straddle is at $23. The premium is not that much money. 25. You have to go to at least. Why is the premium not being priced that high? Huh. Interesting. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Do I think they're going to dump this today? Because if we dump it, it's a full $1. It is kind of a crazy day, but the Qs are holding up and they're looking pretty solid. Green. Green, green, green. How are you guys feeling for the rest of the day? You guys are sometimes smart and sometimes know what you're talking about. Are you thinking we recover? I mean, the Qs are trying to push, but the rest of the, I guess, world is looking a little suspect. How are you guys feeling? It's a trap. Yeah, but who's getting trapped? Are the bulls getting trapped up here, or are the bears getting trapped back here? Because I see a potential double bottom. Chop. Well, we could still make money off of Chop if we sell the premium appropriately. If we sell the premium appropriately, we can still successfully make money off of Chop. My issue is I don't know who's getting screwed here, because really we're just range bound. Chop, rug at close, green, recovery. I got trapped today. I quit half through the upswing, then half through yesterday's close. You're sometimes entertaining and a good reader. It's because I was hooked on phonics as a child. That's a lie. Let me... So kind of range bound. What are options telling us? Let's go over to spot gamma. Options are still kind of heavy. That's freaking me out, man. Oh, brother, options are still diving. Options are not feeling it. Gap fill today, dude, that's a big gap fill. It's like a full %. It's possible, but I want to throw on a bullish position. I just don't want to do it until I see options actually turn around, which maybe they never will turn around. Choppity, chop, chop, chop. Oh, man. Oh, brother. Well, Jedi, if you're watching right now, I hope you're watching right now. Congrats. You are a fast marble racer. A very, very, very fast marble racer. We need to get a casino to endorse marble racing. That'd be sick. Jedi versus Matt 1v1. That's what I should start doing next week, is allowing the winner to do a double or nothing where they have to compete against me. So it's up to them. They could take whatever the money is, but they also could race against me, double or nothing scenario. That would be fun to do next week. All right, someone remind me about that. That's a good idea. Good idea for next week is a double or nothing opportunity. Someone remind me. We'll start running that next Friday for the next Payday Friday. We'll allow them to either double up or leave with their cash, which I think is fair. I think it's fair. Who won the race? Jedi did. Lightning fast. Arguably, there are some early suspicions that maybe he used the force to get ahead, but technically not against the rules. Technically didn't violate any rules. The 5-minute, once again, testing, the 10-minute, the 30-minute, 5-minute, the Qs are strong, but the intraday price movement is a bitch, man. What are we doing today? I guess I can mark this out to know the intraday low. I did that one scalp on, well, I think I showed it to you guys, right? Yeah, I did one scalp. This is the only options trade I made today. How do you see your history? Right here. So I bought 50. What did I even do? I think calls. Yeah, right here. So I bought 50 SPY 511 calls, and my fill was at 78 cents. And then I got out at 88 cents on all 50. So 50 times that, not only do I get $500 from the trade, but then I get another $18 from the order flow rebate. That's the only thing I've done today. Just that little scalp play when it was popping up right around here around 1027. That's all I've done today. I haven't done any other options trades. We're getting some mixed data, unfortunately, and we're not really trending, which makes any of my signals and systems a little bit more difficult to deal with. A little bit more difficult to deal with, team. And I guess now we just wait. Did you guys send in anything to react to? Anyone to, let me see. My stuff's not loading over here. Let's see what you guys send in. Let's see if we some funnies, some ha-has, some hee-hees. Thoughts?
I don't know if other people are having these reactions to what happened at UCLA. I don't think they are, but I don't know if other Palestinians are feeling like this if they were there. But holy fuck, it was so bad. And I'm not even upset about like what the police did, because they did the same thing to us during the BLM protest and it did not hit me like this. I think what it was watching like thousands and thousands of people cheering on the police, like, yes, shoot them with the rubber bullets, deploy the tear gas, get them. Like, oh my god, I don't feel safe in America, one. And two, it's like so crazy to stand for something so hard and then the opposition like actually be so disgusting. Like, I have to remind myself constantly, like, people were counter-protesting the civil rights movement. People were standing out of Ruby Bridges' school screaming, "I hope you die," when she was 5 years old, 6 years old. People were literally shooting civil rights leaders for protesting for black rights. Like, I have to remember that historically there will always be people who are on the wrong side and that who truly believe in their own deception and lies. I feel so close to the people who are like experienced the BLM movement as a black person, because it's like, holy shit, I'm literally fighting for my human rights. And people are like, you're fucking stupid for doing that. You're disgusting. You're not doing anything for the cause. Like, I really don't know why I made this video. I'm not making this for you to feel bad for me. I'm making this so if any other Palestinian is fucking losing it right now, this is what it's like. And I understand, and I'm sorry.
What rights is she fighting for? What right does she not have? I don't know. I don't get it. Asking protesters why they are protesting. I'm in New York City right now.
I'm in New York City right now, standing outside of a Palestine protest, and today we're going to be asking these students why they are protesting. Because I've seen videos and I don't know if all these students understand exactly why they are here or if they're just joining the crowd. I want to know if they actually understand why they are protesting and see if they can give me any good answers. What are you guys out here protesting for?
No comment.
Why are you guys out here
That
today?
was a guy?
Why can't I wanted to ask you though.
Official statements from the organizers only.
In the simplest terms, why are you guys protesting? Why are you guys protesting today?
They do have a bot.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea if we...
Why are you guys protesting?
Just to be a part of the cause.
And what's the cause?
Yeah, I'm not the right person to talk to either.
It's not our job to talk to. We're just here to support. We're not the spokespeople of this event. This is the wrong people to talk to.
I'm not asking for the spokesperson. I'm just asking why you guys are protesting.
This is...
Why are you guys here today?
We're not interested in speaking with you.
Oh. At least they're well informed. That counts. Pea stained jeans, leaky style, comes with a price tag and is already sold out. Oh. The high fashion world's always been known for pushing boundaries, but pea stained jeans kind of takes the cake, especially with its whopping price tag, which is now a reality. An apparel company called Jordan Luca is hawking jeans on their site, advertising as stained stonewash, and they actually have a pair for sale right now, a lighter wash that's going for $608 compared to the normal $800. I need a pair. I need two. I need them in all the sizes. That's something. How did she even get the job? Wait for the next game.
Yep, that's me.
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
No. Hello.
Hello.
Please just come in with the card. Sophia, wait. Sophia, wait. Please place the shooting.
What?
The shooting card closer to the open card. Do not know.
What need to?
Place the face down card as a hidden card, please.
What?
Just place the kid. No, please leave the card. Just don't touch the card.
Well, she's getting fired.
What they do?
It's like me asking you, I don't know, like, what color is this table? You're gonna be like,
How are you that bad? How? At 3 a.m., the Braves were down to their last strike in the 18th inning. They sent their reliever with a .06 average to the plate, and the impossible happened, dude.
This is why I always save a
This is
player.
America. Braves. Really is still good people out there.
This guy just dug in his pockets and gave me everything. He emptied his pockets out and gave me everything. That's crazy. I guess there still is some good in this world. This guy just dug in his pockets and gave me everything.
There's some good in the world. All right, folks. I think that's a good point to put a pin in it. I wanted to say thank you for another phenomenal week. Congratulations to Jedi for winning, and shout out to StreetBeat for being the official partner for today's stream. If you guys want to sign up for StreetBeat, you should. Free to download. Use the code Matt, and when you do, you'll get anywhere from $20,000 to $5,000 when you get rocking with your account. And on top of it, don't forget to check out, it's in the description of the video, all the information related to how by simply having the account, you can get some college tuition dollars. Folks, I hope you're having a great Friday. I hope you make a ton of money today, and I hope you get to blow it all at your local Texas Roadhouse tonight. Have a phenomenal weekend. I'll catch you Monday morning. And if you're in the Discord, I'm going to hang out with you guys right now. If you want to trade in the Discord, there's private lectures, this, that, the other thing. Really cool people, really cool group of people. You can sign up for free by using the code Goonie. It's all handled on local, so check that out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, media@MatthewKohrs.com. But once again, thanks for all the good vibes. I'll catch you guys later. Have a beautiful weekend.